time, I'm Lady Noriko. Today we're gonna watch 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 Ever Taken Away by Internet Historian. I watched one Internet Historian video before the Concordia one. So, yeah, I want to see more ship disasters. So yeah, let's give it a good watch. Also, if you want me to react to any other Internet Historian videos, say so in the comments. I want to watch more of his videos. Let's go.
This video was made possible by 𝘕𝘠 and some very patient people over at Patreon.
Okay, music fades in.
That's it.
My friend,
I need to change the background. Hold
weave you a
on.
tale.
Hold on. I forgot to change the stream background for reacts. I need the corridor. Sorry. There we go. Okay, let's go back to beginning.
Okay, music fades in.
My friend, let me weave you a tale of a windswept night beyond the old Egyptian sands, where the water plays coy with the shore, and the coy are sure to play in the water, where the desert wolves make love to the moon.
Hey, yo.
Exterior day.
This is exterior day, yeah?
Suez Canal. Undeniably, Egypt's most famous body of water.
Yeah, everybody knows the Suez Canal. Nile who?
Nothing bad ever happens here.
Nothing ever bad happens.
Except for that one time.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wait. Oh no. The script got wet. No.
Okay, so there's a ship, and it's called the Ever Given, and it's going up the Suez Canal really fast, probably.
Oh shit.
And you think that, well, the Port Authority would call up, and they'd be like,
Captain, you are going way too fast.
but the captain, he's wicked sick cool, so he's like,
Oh, he's so
They're
sick.
just jealous of my passion for going fast through critical trade infrastructure.
Oh hell yeah.
Increase speed.
Oh, it's gotta go fast.
If you will not slow down, prepare to meet the full might of the Egyptian military.
two of Egypt's fastest fighter jets scramble on the runway. But the captain
Crazy
kept
jets, okay.
adding power.
Faster! The people
Oh,
of Europe
shit.
need these Chinese knockoffs of European goods.
No, the Chinese knockoffs is really important goods.
And they got all sorts of technology to go like
Ah yes, the true power of
top
magnets.
speed.
Don't go faster, I beseech you.
But everyone on the crew was loving it. Yeah!
Yeah, let's go faster.
Then,
Let's go.
Someone left a ramp in the middle of the canal.
Oh
I
shit.
ain't afraid of nothing.
it was at this point that the captain chose to do a wicked sick jump.
Oh hell yeah.
Lens flare.
Container ship does an amazing job in Suez Canal. There was a lens flare at the Suez Canal and it made the ship jump even more epic. Cruise container ship to grace the 7 seas 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 ship does a jump. There was a lens flare. It's not cool enough if there is a lens flare, okay? If there is a lens flare, you add it in post.
But they overshot it. They were gonna collide with a gently sloping sandy bank.
Not a gently sloping sandy bank! No!
They threw on the handbrake.
Drop anchor!
Ah yes, a handbrake mid-air is gonna help so much.
Too late. Collision. Literally everybody died.
I like that the explosions in Madagascar, not the Suez Canal. Good job, Historian, good job.
Ever given. Ever
Yeah,
taken.
chat, did you know that we're all dead? We're actually all dead. We died that day.
What do you mean it's not long enough?
Wait, how long was that? 3 minutes, it makes a good short, actually.
Wikipedia. ChatGPT. Add the music. They love that. A reaction GIF?
Oh, hell yeah.
No, this video's too good. Dial it back a little.
Yeah, it needs to be worse to
Okay,
be
let me
slop.
start again. I'll do the phony voice too.
Better. Okay.
The following is based on a true event. However, most of this comes in their sources, while some conversations were recorded during the VDR data of the ship. Almost none of the material has been made available to the public, so we took few liberties to fill in the gaps. All characterization should be considered fictional, not reflective of the real people involved, and interpreted for storytelling and entertainment purposes only. As we play pretty fast and loose with certain details and the order of events, we couldn't please don't bother any of the people involved in the Suez incident. We're just here to have a good time. Wonder about how that ship crashed in the Suez Canal. Okay then. Yeah, I survived 2012. I survived the explosion too. Yeah, we just
So
left.
here's what really happened.
Act 1. Everything is great!
This story begins in Malaysia. Of course, you already know, but that's this one over here.
Yeah, I know that they have
And
great
at a
food.
port named Tanjung Palepus is the container ship known.
Oh wait, the notes are way more subtle this time than in the Concordia video. If you Google it later, you may notice that in every image of the error given, we have edited out the original evergreen writing on the side, which is the name of the operating company, and replace it with the ship's name. This is not an error. We thought it would be too distracting. For the consequences, you see a different but similar name. Okay, that's
As
based.
the Ever Given. The last of the cargo is loaded onto the ship.
Dude,
and the
I
captain
love
of the
cargo
ship,
ships. They are so cool.
𝘕𝘂𝘠 is
Subdued. The crew comprised about 20 Indian dudes who do everything from navigation to engineering and maintenance. There's a photo, but it felt unnecessary to show them here. Okay. Also, yeah, container ships have very small crews.
there with his crew of 20. Hello.
Hi there.
At this point, Canterville probably
By the way, is the audio good? I hope the audio is good.
said something like, "All right, the boat's tummy is all full of cargo. We're almost ready to get going." So Evergreen, the operating company of the ship, would have called ahead.
5555. Everyone call that number instantly.
One adult ship ticket, please. Large. How many containers? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this guy at the operating
makes
company
sense,
is on
yeah.
the line to the Suez Canal Authority.
Dude, this logo is so good. Sorry, I love good graphic design. You know, being a VTuber, I need good graphic design. But this logo is
And
good.
they are in charge of
I
all
like
of the
it.
operations of the Suez Canal.
All right,
Subdued.
thank you for choosing Suez Waterways. You are scheduled for March 23rd.
Hi
You are
everyone.
922nd in queue. All right, we've got a Supermax container coming through on March 23rd. Pulling up the stats now. The Ever Given, one of the largest container ships in the world.
Container
Over
ships are so
400
fucking
meters long,
massive.
60 meters wide. Only 10% smaller than the world's largest.
Not to scale, the USS Gerald Ford is like more lengthways than the Ever Given, but it's a bit wider in some parts, so it's such an overall. If you use a more accurate visual scale, it would look deceptively smaller.
Aircraft
Okay.
Able to carry over 20,000 of these shipping containers.
Damn. Carrying capacity is measured in TU 20-foot equipment units. These are the smaller size containers pictured here, but most containers are 40 feet, twice as long. How much is 40 feet in real numbers? Can someone translate that for me? So the Ever Given would have closer to only 10,000 standard containers with carry capacity. So impressive. I can't even carry one. Fair. Thank you for the follow.
Here's a guy and a sandwich for scale.
Also, sorry, the alerts are kind of silent today because I have the audio of the video and the alerts on the same source. So they're both turned down a bit. I'm sorry about that.
All right, Navigator. Helmsman, Gene. Let's
Gene.
get going. We wouldn't want to hold up the other ships. With a teary goodbye, the Ever-Given sets sail from
Good idea,
Malaysia
snacks. Nice.
and
I don't have
makes
snacks.
course
Ever-Given starting port was Shenzhen, China. We made a stop at Malaysia before heading to Suez. Okay.
For the teary goodbye, the Ever-Given sets sail from Malaysia and makes course for the Netherlands.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to the map. Malaysia,
And you already
I see
know
nothing wrong
that
with
the
this map.
Netherlands is over here.
Yeah.
well, it's so
Pretty
simple. You just
chill.
go from here over to... Oh,
Oops, it bumped into
we're
Somalia.
blocked by Africa, sir.
Should we just head back?
Yeah, just go back.
Don't worry, I know a shortcut. Head into that inlet. It's called the Red Sea.
But it's blue.
Captain, it's blue.
For those who didn't watch the last reaction, I'm really good at predicting the jokes. Or what's happening. I'm really good at that. I know it's not pre-watched.
I know. In a bit over a week, the Ever-Given cruises all the way to the Red Sea.
And on the way, someone on the crew points out Djibouti. And says it aloud. Djibouti. Because it's fun to say. It's a great time to be a cargo ship captain, I can tell you that much.
Captain, we've got another problem on the sat-nav. There's more land in the way. How are we supposed to get through an obstacle like this?
Egypt is in the
Should
way,
I
yeah?
just head back? Now, if this was
Yeah, turn back.
1868, Canterville would be in big trouble.
We were crashing out last time. Yeah, we were so crashing out. I'm gonna upload it as a separate video on YouTube sometime because the VOD isn't available because YouTube is stinky. So I'm gonna upload it when I'm not too lazy to edit it. Denying the pre-watch allegations through YouTube. I literally am. You can go back in the VOD and see that I didn't watch it yet. And there's other videos in the playlist that I did watch. So, I did not watch this video before, okay?
But luckily, in 1869, someone happened to dig a big channel
It's YouTube, yeah.
right from one side of this isthmus to the other, and filled it with water, they did.
Nice,
Which meant
nice.
that ships no longer needed to circumnavigate Africa.
Based.
It's nothing personal. It's a geographic thing.
Yeah, it's purely
Late that evening,
geographic,
the
right,
Ever-Given
guys?
arrives at the Gulf of
Purely
Suez,
geographic.
here on the map. It's a big open area for ships to park. And there are ships everywhere, sitting idle, waiting for their turn to pass through the canal. Now the helmsman is kind of driving around the area, looking for a place to park and drop anchor. But then, something captures his attention. Hey, what's that mysterious-looking ship over there?
And
It
we
looks-
on.
Abandoned.
And pirates. Yeah, everyone knows the Somali pirates, but there's another area around Africa, in the Atlantic, that is even worse than Somali pirates. I forgot the name of the sea, but it's like the area south of Ghana. I'm pretty sure. Where's way worse pirates, where most pirating actually is happening.
Ahmad. Do not speak its name, helmsman. Why not?
Look,
It's
there's a spot, there's a
cursed.
spot.
That's a handicap. They-
Handicap spot for ships, sure. The parking zone was E16 if that's interesting to anyone at all. Chat, is that interesting to anyone?
Park the ship, drop anchor, and radio in to the Suez Canal Authority. Thank you for joining the queue. Typical wait time is a few hours.
Look for them might be is anywhere from a few hours to a full day, depending on traffic and conditions. Okay. Do it for Do it for her with AI Cleopatra. Monday morning traffic. Be boat safe, just sink. Style, independence, navigation, keep it chill. Awesome.
Up to one business day. What? Why do we have to wait? Why can't we just go straight through? Ah, because we've got rules here at the canal. A big book of them. No running, no dive bombing, and blah, blah, blah. Somewhere way down the back of the manual it says, all vessels entering or leaving the canal must have a pilot. And in fact, a ship as large as yours needs 2. These pilots are employees of the Canal Authority who understand the perils of the route. Kind of like a consultant to the captain. And they stand around going,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
These canals are pretty small. You think they're big, right? But they're pretty small and I think very shallow. Because, you know, they're made by hand, by man and machine. They're not natural.
Go here. Turn coming up here. Watch out for the geese.
So good advice definitely helps.
For a while, yep. All right, nothing to do till this pilot arrives. Guess I'll take a little bit of me time. I'm off to my cabin, fellas. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And so just after midnight, Cantheville heads back to his quarters to take a nap.
Good sleep.
Quite a cozy scene, wouldn't you say?
So
But
far,
all's
everything is
not
great.
well on the Evergiven tonight.
They're big for a person, but not for a ship. Yeah, the Evergiven is 400 meters long and 60 meters wide. Like a channel is like, I don't know, 200 to 300 meters wide. Like, even as a person, that's not that big. Gotta be honest.
There seems to be some
But
trouble.
yeah. Also, the shallowness is the thing I'm worried about.
With the weather.
Not the weather!
2:30 a.m. Cantheville wakes up. Outside is the loud rattle of shipping containers sparring with the wind. Loud enough to capture Cantheville's attention.
Also, the containers are stacked loosely. They're not tied down. Wait a second, it's an American. Just learn the metric system.
Raro. He dashes up to the bridge.
It's so easy to learn.
What's the status on it being really
boxes?
windy outside? The wind is up to 35 knots, but
But
the
no, I
Evergiven
get
is
it.
fine and the anchor is keeping us held. Alright, it sounds like I can head back to my quarters then. Wait, Captain. I think we need to move the ship. Yeah, those guys are getting closer and closer to us. We're surrounded by ships like the 𝘔𝘕𝘁. Their anchors can't withstand the wind and they are being dragged about.
Oh.
We need more buffer or there's risk of a collision.
Oh no.
Good thinking. Alright, duty engineer, prep the engines. Aye. The ship hits the light. The helmsman steers the Evergiven to get further away from the other ship.
Oh wait. Is this the thing that results in the fucking dick pic? Is this the thing that leads to the dick pic? Have you dodged these ships? I remember there being a navigation data that looks like a dick. Because I just have to weave around the other ships, right?
This whole thing might be cancelled. Port control.
Wait.
Although this waiting area is delightful, the weather outside is very frightful. Is passage through the canal still happening?
I remember that.
Not cancelled. Hold position. Your pilot is wrapping up and will be on his way to your vessel soon. They're making us wait. Captain, if we're struggling not to hit ships in this big open area,
Pingus. Yeah,
it's going to get
Pingus.
pretty dicey when we have to navigate through a narrow channel like the Suez. Yes. Although you should have said, spoiler warning.
Not the spoiler.
Coming up next on Channel Ad Time.
Welcome back to Raising Sailing. I'm Sailing Man, professional
Sup,
traveler
Sailing
and
Man?
eSIM user. Finding tourists to get them huge savings on an eSIM plan. It ain't for the faint of heart. But if there's one
But North
thing I've
Sentinel
learned in all
Islander.
my years, when they're traveling,
They don't need an eSIM. They don't have
to die.
internet.
I can't get an Uber. I didn't sort out my data before I left.
Got another one. Try this. First, we download the 𝘕𝘦𝘸 app on your phone. Then we choose how much data we want and where. Then we add the code 𝘕𝘬𝘸 for 15% off. And don't forget the most important part.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Mwah.
Okay.
I just gave your phone international data using the 𝘕𝘦𝘸 app.
Thank you, 𝘕𝘬 man. Very cool.
So download the 𝘕𝘬𝘸 app or scan
Yeah,
the
do
QR
this,
code on the
Dad.
screen now and use the code 𝘕𝘬𝘸 to get 15%
If I was sponsored by 𝘕𝘬𝘸, I would plug my shit, but I'm only sponsored by
off
NordVPN.
at checkout.
It's so beautiful here in the hills of Switzerland. If only I could listen to podcasts in the background.
Here comes
Actually, Switzerland has Wi-Fi almost everywhere. The same.
𝘕𝘬𝘸 man. Over
I should know, I am
200
Swiss.
destinations, 24/7 live chat support, and no physical SIM or roaming fees, because it's just an app.
Could I have my phone back, please?
At 𝘕𝘬𝘸, family comes first.
No, it's
and
his
data
phone now.
comes second. Data comes first. They're both tied for first.
Tonight on Raising 𝘕𝘬𝘸.
Anyone
This
can
really
get
knows how
sick.
to
Did
use
one.
stock images.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend once. All regular.
I have a presentation in 15 minutes at the UN Security Council.
Honestly,
And I
his
didn't
ads are
download
the most
slides.
creative I've
Without
ever
this
seen.
presentation, I'm worried they're gonna nuke North
Also the
Sentinel
biggest
Island
bullshit
again.
ever, and I love
15
it.
minutes to go and he
It's just
hasn't
my
got the
kind of
slides.
humor.
I'll be the guy who started the next world war without those damn slides.
10 minutes to go and he hasn't got the slides.
History will not look kindly on me without those slides.
He's
Here comes
dancing!
𝘕𝘬𝘸. Now you have 10
Swiss
gigabytes
true
of
neutrality,
data on
yeah.
your phone. Cheaper
I
than
try
most
to live
phone
by true
providers.
neutrality
I love
by
you,
not giving a
𝘕𝘬𝘸
shit
man.
about anything.
I saved it.
The 𝘕𝘬𝘸 app really saved me.
Wait, North Sentinel Island tourism, not new. No, leave them alone. They kill tourists.
This
Wasn't there a YouTuber that got arrested because he tried to go to North Sentinel Island and left a coke there? Wasn't that a thing? Top 10 sexiest Pokemon? Mr. Mime. Sure,
really
sure.
was our darkest hour.
Important
Prevail.
discussions
It's
had.
not an easy job, but 𝘕𝘬𝘸 gets me through. So download the 𝘕𝘬𝘸 app or scan the QR code on screen and use 𝘕𝑬𝘠𝘸 as the code.
Sure,
to
get
get
𝘕𝘬𝘸, I
15%
guess,
off at
with
checkout. Get
code
some damn
𝘕𝘬𝘸
data on your
historian.
phone, why not?
Do that.
And over. Some time has
Wait, what is on the screen? Nothing.
passed.
Oh, so it's
We're
3
back
a.m.
on the
now.
bridge. There's the helmsman. Captain's gone back to his quarters. Pilots will be here for hours. Then suddenly, an idea. The helmsman takes it upon himself to navigate a little bit of
I called it. There's a penis. Nav data.
art.
This is real.
Tee-hee-hee, says the helmsman. As long as no one checks the nav data.
The
This won't
helmsman
come
is just
back
a
to bite
silly
me at all.
goober, right, guys? It's just a little silly guy.
A couple of hours pass. The wind dies down just a little.
Since then, the islanders studied the coke can, which began their own industrial revolution. Sure.
No
Sure.
ships crashed into the Ever Given.
Soon they will have Twitter access, and it's only downhill from there.
But a small one did pull up beside it. Captain, pilots are here.
There they
Welcome
are.
aboard. Oh, hey, Captain. Yes, we're running late. Where's the helm? We don't know what the pilots' names are, so we're just going to go with blue and red. Okay, I think we
Okay.
should move ahead at about 14 kilometers. That's right. Ahead. 14 kilometers per hour.
Okay, this time it's about actual speedrunners and not knots. I guess for easier understanding for those watching, I know what knots are because I'm autistic as shit. But yeah, I guess it's easier to understand for everyone else. Looks pure
The
comedy
Ever
to me,
Given
yeah.
joins a convoy of ships taking position at the entrance to the canal.
Is this to scale? It looks like it could be to scale. If so, you can see how small these canals actually are.
Convoy, checking in. Ready. All right, everybody. We
Learning
won't be
about
alert.
ships, yeah.
Stay focused. Yeah, Captain. I'll follow the other ships. I'll try not to get lost. Hold on, helmsman. And the audience.
Blue Captain is talking to us. Everyone listen.
This is a much...
The boat was... No, I have just a transportation autism. I like boats, I like planes, I like trains, I like buses. The only thing I don't like are cars. Cars are stinky and stupid and should be all destroyed and burnt down. Anyway.
more perilous journey than you might know. What, a big straight line? It is 193 kilometers of narrow waterway.
That is long.
We've got some stamina.
Wait, that is, I think, longer than the height of Switzerland. Like when you have a map of Switzerland from top to bottom. This is longer than that, I think. Or about as long. That is crazy.
Because it takes 12 hours to traverse. That's a full day trip.
Oh shit.
Some parts are only 24 meters deep.
That's what I was worried about. They are very shallow.
Deep? Oh, that's very shallow. Yes.
Don't get friends with cars. Boats are my new best friends.
And only 2.
But never get on a boat. We had that in the Concordia video. Never get on a fucking boat. They sink.
200 meters wide in some parts.
Only 200.
That's very narrow.
Okay, wait. The Ever Given is 60 meters wide. So that gives them actually only 140 meters of wiggle room. But since it's shallow, I would take away from that as well. So like 100 meters wiggle room. That is crazy.
I've seen McDonald's drive-thrus with more clearance. And you certainly wouldn't
True.
want to have an accident, would you? Because 12% of the entire world's sea freight passes through here.
That's a
If
lot.
you blocked it, the consequences would be humongous. No pressure.
Maybe use cars, maybe use boats, time to fly. Honestly, flying is the safest form of transportation there is. Legitimately. It just when something goes wrong, it goes really wrong. Also, trains are based, also buses and trams are goaded.
Though. Oh, I see. Oh, don't mind him. He gives that speech to everybody. Ahead, 14 kilometers per hour. Yes, pilot.
They would be giving commands in knots rather than kilometers per hour. Which is easy this way. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah, it makes sense.
14 kilometers? Steady on.
He probably just got a lot of comments on the Concordia video about what the fuck knots are. So it makes sense.
So into the canal, the ever-given wind. As they cruise, the winds swirl back onto the sea. No longer buffered by miles of open water, the
Oh, they're
sand
gonna
and
get
dust
blown
blow
towards the
about with
shore.
abandon. Low visibility. Strong winds jostle the ship. Grit pelts the bow. The Ever-Given steams ahead at about the pace of a fast jog.
Oh,
And
they're gonna
there's
get
no
blown
real
to the
build-up
shore.
here, to be honest.
I
Things
called
go
it.
awry almost immediately. How are you coping with the wind? It's manageable. All right, well, the wind is definitely pushing us to the left-hand side. Yes, just try to keep it as centered as you can. Adjusting.
Remember, they are
winds are quite something.
400 meters long, so all that mass
The pilots
gets
don't
blown
seem
out from the
worried. They know
side.
this water better than anyone. The angle of the wind is particularly nasty, catching the enormous surface area of the ship and constantly nudging it off course.
Helmsman, you're still too far to the left. You got to get back to the center. Yeah, I'm trying. Adjusting.
The helmsman keeps
Just don't
changing the
oversteer.
trajectory of the ship, but he cannot seem to stay in the center.
Come on, Helmsman. We're still not centered.
I know, it's the wind. No matter
Oh,
what
he's
they
gonna
do, they
fucking
can't seem to get
oversteer.
away from the left bank. The
He's
wind
gonna
foils
fucking
their
do
every
that.
countermaneuver. This is not as manageable as I thought it would be. Is it going to be like this the whole way? Don't worry, this is really common. It won't be the whole trip. No, the problem is we're going too slow. Red Pilot takes the initiative. If we
Why the fuck would you speed up in a narrow, shallow canal? Why? Just get a tugboat or something. Actually, probably two. Just get tugboats to help stabilize it. Brother, don't speed up. We saw that wind with the Concordia.
Speed up, we can push through the wind. Accelerate to 22 kilometers an hour. Somewhat
Because of cool,
reluctantly,
true,
the
they are
helmsman
wicked sick
obliged.
cool.
22 kilometers per hour.
Engines
That is
engaged
fast
and
for
the
a
ship
ship.
speeds up.
In
Captain,
such a small
going
area.
This fast in heavy winds is needlessly reckless.
Mhm.
There are protocols for this sort of thing.
All right, Gene, it's a bit windy. Relax. This must happen all the time. The Red pilot was right. The increased speed helps them to fight through the wind and get away from the left-hand bank.
Yeah, but now we have water
However,
physics.
they can't seem to keep the ship in the very center. Helmsman, you're aimed too severely to the right-hand bank now.
Yeah,
We need a bit of
oversteering
leadership
and
here.
water
Don't worry, I know
physics.
what to
Yes,
do. Turn
yes,
left.
yes, it's happening.
Adjusting.
It's fucking
The pilot's
happening.
giving steering
I called it.
instructions now.
I
Captain, is he
fucking
supposed
called
to do
it.
that? Captain, the pilot is not here to give steering orders. You should say something. The ship is now consistently snaking.
Can't you feel
left
it needs
and
to
right
say
and left
something?
and right. Turn to the right. So they turn to the right.
But then they end up too far to the right.
You're too close to the right bank now. Turn to the left. Yes, I agree. Turn to the left. Look, this is all a bit tense, and we both know where this is going.
Yeah.
It's gonna crash. Let's just enjoy it.
Surprise.
Oh, wow. There it is. A gently sloping sandy bank.
The biggest enemy of
We're
a
pilot. We're
ship.
just consultants. This isn't our job to steer the ship. You're micromanaging. We should only be giving general navigation advice. We're getting too close to the left bank. I can't keep it centered. We have to slow this ship down. If we slow down, the wind will push us into the bank.
What do I do? Reduce
Go
the speed.
faster. The two pilots
Are they yelling at each other in Arabic? You know how in the Concordia video I said that a sea speech is a thing and that it's English for easy communication between crews and ports and everything? So everyone working with ships speaks English?
begin bickering. And not just bickering normally. They're bickering in Arabic.
Yeah, yeah.
Arabickering. And Canterbury's
Arabickering?
crew doesn't speak Arabic. What the hell are they saying? I don't know. Neither do I. Does anyone here speak Arabic?
This move,
The
Jazz!
Evergiven has reached its target speed of 22 kilometers an hour, but they're taking
Wait. Oh, I just noticed something. Another language barrier causing a ship crash. Yeah, it'd be like that. But I just noticed or realized something. Because of the speed, the front of the ship is gonna be a bit lifted by a few meters. If they land on the shore, and we know they will, they're basically gonna not just be stuck, they're gonna be beached on it. The thing where I'm sad, it makes you want to crash. But yeah, because of the speed, the front of the ship is lifted a bit.
taking wider and wider turns and can't seem to get anywhere
that's
near
bad.
the center of the lane. And the two pilots, they're still fighting. Captain? Captain! Pilots! Captain!
The captain needs
The
to do
Evergiven
something.
reaches an extreme, unrecoverable angle, pointing acutely to the right, straight for the bank.
We need to turn left. Now. Hard left.
Hard to the left! Hard to the left! The rudder turns. But the ship doesn't turn with it. Instead, It slides. Didn't I tell you to turn left?
Why aren't we turning? I am turning to the left, Captain. The ship's not responding.
Well,
I knew
shit.
this would happen. It's your fault. The helmsman loses his ability to steer. The ship has gone out of control.
What is Camilla Fire Emblem doing here? Camilla Fire Emblem. Welcomes the ship in her bosom. So, Historian likes Fire Emblem, that's space. Also, wait, isn't it Camilla's birthday today? I guess this was this week's Fire Emblem stream. Yeah. Not a fan of Camilla Writer's team. It is Camilla's birthday today. For the people who watch the video later. It is the 30th of November, which apparently is Camilla's birthday. Hell yeah. God, I love Camilla.
Captain. Canterville finally steps forward. Enough! Helmsman, center the rudder. Reduce speed. Rudder center.
Finally says something.
But it's too late. Canterville did not intervene in time.
And Violdo, yeah.
Shit.
Wait.
In time.
According to a person familiar with the VDR audio, Captain Canterville reacted as anyone might in the situation. Shit, he screamed. He actually just screamed shit as they hit land.
Shit.
Appropriate reaction. Oh, yeah.
The crew can feel the
I prefer
vibrations through
Sumia. Two great women can exist at the same time. It's not a competition.
the floor as the bow meets the bank.
Yeah, shit.
That bow raised 6 meters.
I called it, it's raised. I fucking called it.
Slides into the bank with ease. Like a hot pencil through pudding.
Does a pencil need to be hot to go through pudding? Chat, someone test that for me.
Meanwhile, the
But yeah, now they're not just wedged in, they're basically beached.
rear of the ship is pulled into the opposite bank.
Water
The
physics.
bridge shakes and the crew lurches forward as 300,000 tons
They're
of
the
momentum
Amazon
is reduced to
packages.
0 in the span of a couple of seconds. We've run aground. We've run
Damn.
aground. Cut your engines. Canterville yells out on the radio.
Oh yeah,
Because
they're in a
don't
convoy.
forget, these ships are running as a convoy.
Yeah.
Which means that the ships behind them have just seen what's happened, and they all have to slam on the brakes. A couple of ships back, the Asia Ruby 3 suffers an engine malfunction, and it cannot stop
Of
as quickly as
course.
it intends to, and nearly plows into the back of the Maersk Denver. They manage to stop themselves just in time and prevent running aground as well.
Oh god. Putting a pencil in a boiling pot of water. But the Amazon packages.
And back to the Ever Given. Let us look at it from above. It is diagonally wedged across the entire canal.
Yeah.
An unplanned bridge.
There's a real satellite photograph of the ship shortly after the crash. We all seen this picture, right? It was everywhere. But yeah, goddamn.
Connecting 2 continents. A ship collision of such magnitude, there's almost nothing to compare it to. Maybe
Trade minus 500.
Hindenburg?
Yeah.
9/11? I'll keep Googling.
Wait, what?
Magnitude. There's almost 2 continents. A ship collision of such magnitude, there's almost nothing to compare it to. Maybe Hindenburg? 9/11? I'll keep Googling.
Honestly, when it comes to global shit, this is worse than 9/11. Since, again, 12% of the world's trade goes through the Suez Canal. Oh god, this was during lockdowns too. Yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, in Switzerland we never had hard lockdowns. But yeah, it was during the lockdown era.
No, hold off on the dramatic sound effects. There's no need to panic just yet. It's like a car tire stuck in the mud. We simply reverse. Full astern. Well, that means full backwards.
Yeah,
the propellers
no.
at the back of the ship whiz to little effect.
Oh,
Locked in place
the
by
rudder.
sand. We didn't move.
Oh no.
Merely a run-up. Crash astern.
That's the most dramatic version of full astern, ramping up to full thrust as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Nothing.
No, stop it. No sound effect just yet. We still have one more option. Start up the bow thrusters.
They're the jets
makes
at the
sense.
front of the ship. They give a little
But
bit
no,
of
the
extra
front is
oomph.
too wedged
Crash
in.
astern, full thrusters. No effect.
A trade route is ruined. The economy will collapse. The world will explode again.
Sir. Now, we don't have the transcript from here, so we'll just presume that at the time, Canterville said something very quirky and millennial. Like,
Oh no.
So that just happened.
But what we do know is that he and the pilots then jumped on the radio and got in contact with the port authority. We've got something to tell you, and you gotta promise not to get mad. Shut up. Look, listen, we're gonna need a tugboat.
We are run aground.
Yeah,
Now,
tugboat is not
takes a
gonna
turn at
help.
being millennial.
There are other ships right behind me, aren't there?
Uh-huh. And there were, as the queue of container
Stop
ships
being
piled up
millennial,
behind
it's
them got
cringe.
longer and longer. Make that 2 tugboats.
The studio laugh.
So what happened here exactly? And who is in big trouble?
Captain and Red Pilot are in trouble. That the reasons have the captain never stepped up, and the Red Pilot gave commands even though he's not allowed to, and went probably over speed limit. Probably millennials are annoying. Yeah. I act like I'm not technically part of the millennial age, but I'm like a 1-year millennial. So I don't really identify. I'm like in between millennial and Gen Z.
Explainer time.
So double cringe.
There are 3 main causes to why the ship crashed.
Okay, why the ship crashed? The weather, the communication. What else could it be? Camilla's fat tits, I don't know.
Let's start with the wind. The captain could have very easily said, guys, the wind is far too severe. Let's postpone. But he didn't. However, the blame's not all on Canterville. The 2 pilots could have also said, let's just follow protocol. By radioing in to HQ and saying, yes, get us 2 tugboats, please. With one...
That's what I said! They should have requested tugboats! One year millennial, you're ancient. Bitch, I'm gonna be 30 in like 1.5 months. I'm not ancient. I'm ripe.
On each side at the front, they would have had far more stability and control.
That's what I said.
And they wouldn't need to erratically fight about with the wind to stay in the middle of the lane. Second cause, the speed of the ship.
Now, it was the red pilot
Oh,
who
yeah,
told
the
the
speed.
helmsman, accelerate the ship to 22 kilometers per hour. But when he did that, they were already driving at the speed limit.
Didn't I just say they probably speeded? I swear this is not pre-watched. I absolutely swear that. It's allowed to transit with a speed of 14 kilometers an hour. That's how fast we were going at the beginning. Great.
For their weight class, 14 kilometers per hour. And telling the helmsman to go beyond that meant that they are technically breaking the rules. And while I agree that some rules are made to be broken, going this fast in a very large ship in a comparatively small canal causes a whole bunch of problems to do with fluid dynamics. Big
Water
problems.
physics.
Huge.
5 fun physics phenomena.
No, I don't know the physics. And
Google the bank effect. Zones of high and low pressure caused by the quick displacement of water cause the ship to be pulled towards the bank at the rear of the ship, repelled from it at the front. The closer the ship is to the bank, the stronger this effect. So there's a consistent diagonal force that ultimately makes the ship overcorrect at every turn. Think of it like the reverse of when you go too slowly on a bike and it gets all wobbly, something like that, but it's a fun image.
if I did, I wouldn't tell
Okay.
you. But what I will say is this. Speeding up causes something approximating oversteer. The ship becomes all slidey.
I said that.
I'm just going to turn a little bit to the left. But instead, you go a lot to the left. I'll just turn right a little bit. But instead, you turn to the right a lot.
Yeah,
Remember
once it
how the
starts, you
cheerful
can't stop.
navigator was like, come on, guys, we have to get back to the center of the lane. Well, they can't, because every time they try to direct back to the center, the speed and the oversteer means they overshoot it. One more effect of going very fast.
I will sneeze.
Okay.
Wait for it.
Take a look at this animation.
Where's the sneeze? By the way, I'm jealous of people with a cute sneeze because I sneeze with the subtlety of a shotgun. That's why I mute myself every time.
Water pressure effects cause the ship to tilt.
That's
At
what I
this
said.
speed,
That's what I
the
noticed.
front is raised 6 meters higher than usual.
6 meters
which
is a
means
lot.
When they collide with the bank, combined with the high velocity, they really wedge themselves in. But
And
we
it
can't
basically
just
beached
blame everything
themselves.
on the physicists, because there's a third main cause.
Communication.
Poor communication.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
English is the official language of pretty much every...
CSP. I explained it in the Concordia video. Because again, I'm autistic as shit. I know this stuff. English is C-Speak because most people during the time C-Speak was decided spoke English.
Port. However, the pilots start arguing with each other in Arabic, which is not just unprofessional, but excludes all of the rest of the crew from...
By the way, I kind of want to learn Arabic. It's a nice language. Just how?
what's being discussed.
You know?
And all of these competing voices make for chaos on the bridge. But the blame is not all on the co-pilots either. The captain is always in charge. He has the ultimate...
Jade knows stuff. Yeah, I'm smart. I said at the beginning of stream that I dropped out of school, but I was smart enough to get into gymnasium or smart people school. I just don't use it because this is my job.
authority. Decisions start and end with him. So the captain should have intervened and said something like, "Shut up, everybody."
Yes, you should have said that.
He stands there quite passively throughout.
He was a little baby bitch boy. He really was. Until the last fucking second.
By the time he does step in, it's too late. Now that everything's been laid out, who would you say is at fault for the crash of the Ever Given? The helmsman?
Your mom.
Blue pilot? The red pilot? Canterville?
It's Red Captain Canterville. No discussion needed. It's those two's fault.
I'll tell you. society, that's who.
Chad, you're at fault!
And I think you should apologize.
Chad, you fucked up. Act 2 stuck in Camilla's boobs.
Alrighty, so we have something 3.5 times the size of the Titanic, choking the world's largest freighting canal like a greedy seagull throating a glue stick. Good start. And they didn't get very far through the
Hi,
canal
dealer,
itself.
how are you?
About 5% of the progress.
Oh god, they didn't even make it far. Are you serious? This is back here is a ship. This little line here is a ship. This is nothing. Brother. Okay.
But if we scroll up for a second, we can see what landmarks they missed out on. The Great Bitter Lake.
Urban salt is being used interchangeably here, obviously. Before the canal was created, it was a dry salt basin. Ooh.
So because the water there is very salty instead of fresh. Then up a 2-lane bit and over.
But if it's salt, is that where all the Twitter users go on vacation and swim in to gain all that salt?
To Ghemsa Lake, named so because Timsah is the Arabic word for crocodile.
We're learning Arabic. Let's go. There are no crocodiles in the lake nowadays. During prehistoric times, it may have been the natural endpoint of the Red Sea. Ah.
There used to be crocodiles in there.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's pretty much zip right through to the Mediterranean. There would have.
Some people consider Mediterranean Sea one of the wettest places on Earth. Sure.
Been very nice for them.
I wouldn't know. I don't go to the ocean. I prefer lakes and rivers.
Now we go back a bit to Timsah Lake. And here you'll find the city of Ismailia. And at its port, see this building? This is the Suez Canal Authority.
Wait.
Its port? See this building?
This in the back looks like a Pokemon battle arena. Just saying. This looks like they do Pokemon battles back here. The Egyptians have Pokemon and they don't share it. Share them. Disappointing, honestly.
This is the Suez Canal Authority.
This is a Pokemon gym, confirmed.
Inside, Captain 𝘕𝘕𝘠, head of navigational control, is just settling in for the day.
Oh. What a day to get into work. Wait, missing the slow dive to a cool flip. Don't get caught out. Always bring your pool noodle. What the fuck?
As he sits down to his desk, Captain, you're gonna want to see this. The video feed pulls up. What?
Line 1.
We're stuck. We'd like to request a tugboat.
Stuck? Stuck where?
Is that a bad idea for a water gym? Yeah. Or it should be a poison gym because of how polluted the water is because of the ships.
You know that single lane area pretty close to the entrance? There.
Right.
Now, had this happened in one of the 2-lane sections, they could have kept the traffic
Yeah, I could have
flowing.
rerouted everything, yeah.
But alas. What?
Alas.
So you're blocking all the traffic? Mr. 𝘕𝘕𝘠, we already promised we wouldn't get mad. Fine. I gotta see how bad
But 𝘕𝘕𝘠 didn't promise anything. He can't get mad.
it is in person. 𝘕𝘕𝘠 snatches his keys off his desk and he races down to his car, rushing to the scene. He
Vroom,
gets
vroom.
out and casts his eyes upon the ship. My God. Towering over him is a structure the width and breadth of the world's largest Walmart.
Dude, this shit is massive. Bro. It is full of Temu garbage.
Except it is also and breadth
Also, there was a thing.
of the world's... Towering over him is a structure the width and breadth...
It's about an 80-minute drive away. He then jumps to a small boat to get over to it. GPS coordinates for the exact spot. It got stuck. Okay, sure, we don't need to dox it.
Of the world's largest Walmart, except it is also 15 stories tall.
Bro.
The bow, raised 6 meters higher than normal, is jammed into one side, like an unwitting finger in a Chinese finger trap that somebody filled with Gorilla Glue in its prom tomorrow. The ass of the ship, firmly squatting aground on the other side.
Oh, shit, she's squatting.
Making bended metal groans.
Bending metal groans. Is it gonna snap under the weight? Or is it at least at risk for that? Because it's basically suspended, right?
As it's barely suspended by only a few meters of water.
Yeah.
𝘕𝘬𝘸 lets the sand run through his fingers.
Is this a Dune reference? I haven't watched Dune, but is this a Dune reference?
At this point, another important person arrives on the scene. Admiral Rabi. He is the
Suez Canal Authority Chairman and Managing
Suez
Director.
Canal
Okay.
Authority Chairman. The big boss of the whole canal. Here's the rough structure of the
Wait.
Chairman. The big boss.
That list of people is
Of
probably
the
full of
whole
jokes. Hold on.
Here's the
There have to be jokes here, right? What the fuck? Who's that guy?
structure.
Suez. Okay. Director of namesake.
Structure of the organization is
Okay.
all the way up here, right?
Oh no.
So high up that he reports.
Oh, his middle name is
directly
Osama.
to the
Oh no. Every American is triggered instantly.
Pharaoh of Egypt.
They have to do send him earlier. I didn't notice that. I was paying attention to the ship. And Camilla's fat tits.
Himself.
Yep, that's one blocked canal.
No, Mr. President. He didn't say blocked. Shut up. He said that canal rocked. He's giving it a 5-star review.
Come on,
Sure.
follow me to the bridge.
Now, Al Said and Rabi board the ship, and it's a hell of a scene. The crew is racing around.
Oh god, they're gonna check the nav data. They're gonna see the dick pic. Oh god. Canthaville's standing back taking a panic
Everyone
phone call
saw
with
his
the
dick
operating
pic.
company. Okay, so 2 pilots walk into a ship, and the first one says,
And the 2 pilots from before are
They're still bickering. Looking at the account of the accident to Said. The 2 SCA pilots have been on the Ever Given's bridge prepared to disembark. As it did so, they continued to bicker, according to lawsuit evidence that's disputed by the SCA. Of course it is disputed, because they're at fault.
still bickering. All right, you 2 are dismissed. Canthaville.
oh god, this is the end of my career. This is gonna cost $1
Yeah,
billion.
career is fucking over.
Al Said puts his hand on Canthaville's shoulder. Do not worry, my friend. We shall solve this.
Yeah.
Come on, Captain. What's
Better, everyone needs a team of garbage.
the status? Well, the ship isn't floating. Yeah. No, what I mean is the situation is worse than you think. It's the way we're pitched up on the shore. The weight distribution is all wrong. We're like a raised bridge, but we don't have any of the support.
That's what I said
underneath.
earlier.
The middle of the ship could bend under its own weight and tear.
I swear this is not pre-watched. I'm just good at this shit.
So it could sink?
Yeah.
That would shut down the whole canal for months.
Are we taking on water? No, I've had the
This could be more than just months. Considering, like, refloating a ship. This isn't even refloating, this is dismantling in the water. gonna take more than just a few months. This could be a year.
Engineers check the hull. We can't see water making ingress anywhere. Yet. The best way to get free and the best way to prevent the ship from potentially sinking is to lighten the load. We need to get rid of at least, I don't know, like 20,000 tons. How quickly do you think your crew can offload containers? No. Look how high those boxes are stacked. To offload these containers is going to require specialist equipment.
Yeah.
The kind you'd only find at a dedicated port. We're not going to be able to offload these containers out here in the middle of nowhere. All right, well, it's the
Makes
easiest,
sense.
most brute force solution you can think of. The ballast tanks. Yeah, go on. We've got nearly 10,000
emptying them
tons
should
of ballast
help.
water on board.
This water is held in reserve tanks on the ship to add weight, stability, and control balance. Yeah. It makes sense to dump that, but there's going to be bacteria and small animals in there as well. Because obviously it's not filtered water. It's just water from the last port, which in this case is Malaysia. And that can fuck over the ecosystem around the Suez. So they probably should not do that unless they absolutely have to.
We can dump that right now and relieve some pressure. Excellent idea. I'll get started. No, you can't do that. Well, why not? Allow me to explain. You see, when a ship fills its ballast tanks, it's filling with more than just water.
That's what I
It's
just
a big,
said.
dilute, salty soup of algae, plant material, and even sometimes small fish. Pick that up in Malaysia, and then just dump that at the next port.
Yeah,
You're
you can't do
introducing these
that.
stowaway-
Organisms can naturally migrate over long periods, but hitting right via ballast water helps invasive species overcome natural barriers like currents, changes in temperature, salinity, etc. Yeah.
pest species into the environment. Some examples of these invasive species include the northern Pacific Sea.
The larvae get into the ballast water rather than the whole starfish, but then they grow and prey on native fish eggs. That is bad.
Star. The European green crab.
Prey on native shellfish, other fish introduced in the US in the 1950s and caused all sorts of costly problems.
That son of a bitch. And cholera.
Not cholera! Attaches to other microorganisms commonly found in raw sewage. Yeah, makes sense.
So you
Raw
have to treat
sewage.
the water before you discharge
Okay.
it, usually through heat or chemicals.
It's just a
And
source in the
key there
bottom.
is that it also requires time through heat or chemicals. And the key
The best water management systems are on board the ship, while others are external at port. These external plants are just hooked into the ship's ballast tanks.
there
Okay.
is that it also requires time and access to one of these treatment machines. And we're not at a port. It's going to take much longer than usual. But let me get onto the line with the guys at Ismailia. We probably have a
They can almost certainly add a ballast water treatment system installed, as it was built in 2018. Like a high capacity filtration and or UV or electrochlorination. During the Suez incident, the salvage teams used external pumps to expedite removal, probably bypassing the ballast water treatment system. It didn't tell it separately. There are a few sources talking about it. This, so we're guessing. But as things develop, it won't matter.
portable
Okay.
water treatment machine somewhere. Al Said turns and looks out the window. Coming down the canal are 2 tugboats, the ones that they ordered earlier.
Yeah, they're not gonna fucking
Look,
help.
we might not even be that deeply wedged in. These 2 tugboats might be all we need. Yes, tugboats. This is the Mosaid 2 and the Mosaid 3. These 2 little guys are able
Because this also happened to be the ship that was directly in front of the error given in the convoy at the time.
able to pull around this massive cargo
Awesome.
ship, comparable in size to the Ever Given. On go the ties. Line secure, all fast. Engine ready. Ready to pull. 𝘕𝘴𝘠 looks nervously at 𝘕𝘬𝘸. Commence pull. Slow ahead. The polyethylene ropes whine as they're pulled taut from the water. The tugboats lightly draw against the ship, testing for resistance. All right, a little more.
It's not gonna fucking work. Tugboats are powerful, but not this powerful.
Nothing. Not an inch of difference. All right, stop engines. Be on standby. This isn't going to work. With just 2 tugboats, we do not have the pull for a ship this massive, this deeply grounded. It's also low tide. That's not helping. Wind's high tide. Early afternoon, in a couple of hours. All right, that buys us some time. How soon do you think you can get a dredger out here? Let me find
A dredger
out
could
for you.
help, yeah.
Please hold. The dredgers can remove the sand below the waterline that's all built up around the ship. Hi again. They say it'll take a day, maybe 2. All right, tell them to hurry.
A day or 2?
That's a long time.
I'd better update my boss. Let him know it's not gonna be a quick fix.
I should call my wife as well. All right, don't go too far. I need you for something in a minute. Hey, what about excavators? Oh yeah, how many we got?
Are they gonna dig
right
it
now?
out?
No, for my birthday. Yeah, now. 1.
Just one?
Guy. There's only 1 excavator on standby for the whole canal. Well, it's just post-COVID. Everyone's been excavating from home. Catch me through. There really was just 1 guy, by the way. It's local contractor Abdullah. So he picks up the phone. Mushy mushy.
There's been a big accident at the canal, Abdullah. There's sand and dirt everywhere. I need your help.
Just send me the deets, Chum. Abdullah jumps in his truck and heads to the scene. And when he pulls up,
Gott in Himmel.
That is big German. God in the Himmel just means God in heaven, by the way. God in the Himmel.
he sees the massive Ever Given wedged into the canal.
Why are you
Abdullah locks himself
German?
into his excavator and gets to work on the most important task.
Let's
he's
go,
ever
dude, get digging.
done digged.
Oh my god. It's just Abdullah doing his best. Oh no. Look at him go. You're doing great, buddy. Keep going.
Back on the bridge. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hopefully home soon. Okay. Yep, no, love you too. Okay, bye. Whew, the boss was not happy. Hey, before you said you needed me for something. I did. Who's this? Breathe into this tube.
Oh, they're gonna do drug tests. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but... Brother, what?
Also, you have to do a drug test. After the crash, they tested 𝘕𝘴𝘠 for drugs and alcohol. Both came up negative.
But he's positive for being a little baby bitch boy who didn't speak up.
There's also a procedure to make sure that captains aren't fatigued. They
Makes
look
sense,
at the
makes
rest
sense.
schedule and they
But
find...
he was resting.
No, 𝘕𝘴𝘠 took that nap, remember? He's had plenty of rest time. So he passed the fatigue assessment. And while 𝘕𝘴𝘠 was at the nurse's office, high tide came and went. Tugs were tried again. And again. Tried a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It didn't work. All day trying, all evening, and into the early morning. But that stubborn ship was going nowhere.
Well, shit. Day 2 is still stuck. Fuck.
Of course. The moon.
What is Al-Sayed up to?
Day 2. There's quite a queue of ships by this point, and they're all honking their horns impatiently. Hey, move your ass! I got Frozens in the back. Go around! Go around!
No one knows quite what's happening because the Suez Canal Authority has not made a formal statement. But their hand is about to be forced when an impatient sailor behind the Ever Given takes a photograph and publishes it online.
Oh. Okay, one of us ran aground while going through the canal. It's now stuck sideways. Looks like we might be here for a little bit. Suez Canal ran aground stuck. Miss Scuttlebutt! Okay, thanks, Miss Scuttlebutt.
And this starts a bit of a buzz on social media. It was at this very moment that the helmsman's most feared fear was most realized.
The nav data. The dick pic.
Someone pulled up the navigational data.
Colonel?
Within 20...
Ghost shape Eric even follows penis-shaped pattern before getting wedged in Suez Canal.
4 hours, it was all over the news.
Penis!
So over at the Suez offices, Mr. Rebbe, you have 300 voicemails. Telemarketers? Important clients and journalists. They're asking about whether the canal is blocked, aren't they? They're asking about whether the canal is blocked, yes.
Raids.
And the Suez Canal Authority could keep it a secret no longer.
They held...
Oh, that's an article title. I remember that headline, actually.
a press conference. Okay. This is...
Okay.
Let's say, hypothetically.
They didn't give many details, but it was a very inspirational press conference. The news begins reporting on the story.
It's blocked. Cargo ship blocking the Suez Canal is a huge container ship.
There's just the most incredible drama playing out in the Suez Canal.
A massive container ship longer than the Eiffel Tower.
It's one of the world's most...
Longer than the Eiffel Tower. That has to be a fucking American thing. To use something else as measurement.
shipping lanes.
And breaking news from the Nana Star News Channel.
Very cool, lady. Please be nice. Okay.
I'm Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Mega ship's big ass is stuck in the Suez Canal.
Right. Point is, this story exploded everywhere. There was a lot of...
Suez Canal owner of cargo ship blocking waterway apologizes. Bro.
sympathy to go around.
Also, hi, Dankula, how are you doing?
Global trade. And the internet, upon seeing it, went...
Funny reaction gif.
We would love to volunteer.
That's not a picture of a naked woman. I need to help them.
They knew best about what to do to get this ship unstuck.
Reddit experts. No, Redditors with their bullshit solutions. No.
Alright, it's time for the I reckon you could pretty much just do this and it'd work section.
By far the most popular solution was simply blow it up.
Of course. We just blow up the boat after rescuing the crew that is blocking the Suez Canal. Wouldn't that loss be smaller as compared to the loss happening every day? Why don't they just bomb, dismantle, or somehow sink the ship at Suez Canal? Because if you sink it, it's harder to get out. Considering the massive damage it's causing to the economy, wouldn't that be a rational, albeit violent choice? Why don't we just strap bombs to the ship blocking the Suez and blow up the ship? Can France nuke the cargo ship, which has blocked the Suez Canal? I said it in a stream earlier, like a while ago, about France's nuke policy. We talked about that during the Pokemon stream.
No ship, no problem.
But why wouldn't this work? Well, first you're blowing up $1 billion.
Oil sinkers, couches, wallpapers, kayaks, livestock. We were stuck on the Suez Canal and what it means for consumers.
Worth of cargo.
IHS Market noted the total value of cargo on a container vessel of every given size is nearly $1 billion. Well, shit.
And this thing is about 3 times the size of Mount Rushmore. So there's
So the Americans understand it.
Quite a lot of debris to sweep up, actually. And you still
Yeah.
haven't solved the problem of moving the thing out of the fucking canal. Next idea. What if...
I think the people who said just to blow it up thought that the canal is actually deep. And it can just sink to the bottom of it. But it's only 24 meters. At the other given, the ship is approximately 200k tons. A powerful lift helicopter can carry 15 tons. So just need 13,000 of those. I checked. Ah yes, maths. He failed. At math, very much.
We attach 1,000 helicopters and simply fly the thing out. You could even take it all the way to its destination in the Netherlands.
And throw it in a canal in Amsterdam. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, maybe they could have unloaded it with helicopters. Maybe. But that's at max, not move the fucking ship.
Well, the problem is this thing weighs about 300,000 tons. So
Wait, there was
if you had a really
somebody
powerful
sneaky text. Hold
helicopter,
on,
you're
hold
gonna
on. There was sneaky text. I have to read the
destination
sneaky
in the
text.
Netherlands. Well, the problem is this thing weighs about 300,000 tons.
And the total investment weight is more like 265,876 tons. We rounded up because who cares? Also, displacement weight. So the same as actual weight. Again, who cares?
So even if you had a really powerful helicopter, you're going to need like 25,000 of them. And you can't put them all together
Yeah, but helicopters move the air around, which makes it harder for other helicopters near them to fly.
in one area or they'll all crash.
This many helicopters in close proximity would also cause chaotic and unpredictable airflow. That's just what I said. Distributed air would reduce their ability to generate lift. If they could stay in the air, the lifting capacity would be a shot. It would be fun to watch though.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And the boys on a way to save Egypt.
Alright, more seriously, why don't we take a whole bunch of old jet engines, weld them to the sides of the ship, turn them all on at once, and...
Sure! That will work. They totally won't implode or anything.
There is a risk of an explosion. And then you'd have a hole in the
Right.
ship.
This will kind of work. You need a lot of jet engines. And to weld them all to parts of the ship are structurally stable enough to withstand the force. But by the time you did all that, you could have 50 tugboats ready to go. Basically doing the same job, but with more control, yeah.
And then the ship sinks, and then you're really never moving it. Hear me out. Liquid nitrogen.
Pumping the nitrogen under the boat for about 3/4 of the length, in the center of the length. Whereas the ice formation under the boat will lift it up enough to tug it, spin it free. Do these people even know how physics work?
A lot of liquid nitrogen right under the boat. The
I
water
don't, and
freezes,
even I know
expands,
better.
The ship lifts up. Bob's your uncle. You love it.
They just think any ice floats. Right, what?
Except now, the ship is
Stupid
just stuck in
people
ice,
should never have
and then it
opinions.
melts, and then you're back to the exact same position. Also, you need like $1 billion worth of nitrogen. There's no way to get that much material, let alone handle the scale of that material. Also, everyone's gonna freeze.
But it's practical. This solution would be, scientifically speaking, the most fun. True, it would be fun.
On board, and the ballast will expand in the tanks, and that'll
Oh,
destroy the
yeah.
ship. It's not gonna work. Alright.
Your 3D glasses right now. Everyone, get your 3D glasses.
Last idea. Best idea. What if we just actively made things worse? Such as this petition.
Add another ship. This petition matters. We wanted to add another ship to the Suez Canal.
To add a second boat to the canal.
Perfect.
Jokes aside, one humble comment did stand out from the crowd.
Get a few people on this side, a few people on that side, push it, and I really think it would go.
Well, maybe.
It does
Because
make the
that's
most sense,
exactly
yeah.
What the recovery team intended to do.
Ahoy!
Ah, good to see you back from the nurse. I told them I didn't do any drugs, but they wouldn't take my word for it.
I would have believed you.
Hey, just give me the
The
walkie-talkie.
fucking sitcom
Alright,
dialogue.
go ahead with the excavators. 3 more excavators join Abdullah. And they
Abdullah's not alone anymore. Let's go.
The front and rear
The
of the ship.
boats.
It's still going too slow.
They
What else
digging,
we
eh?
got? More rescue stuff. So here comes Rabbi pulling up to the scene. Good news, fellas. And he's standing atop a very powerful bit of kit. A big...
This fish is named the 10th of Ramadan. Saying large dredger called the Mush Hour will join the effort soon too. Let's go, 2 dredgers. Hell yeah, be
beautiful
gaming.
dredger. To be specific, a cutter suction dredge. Essentially, you've got a
Ooh.
big rotating cutting tool that loosens up all the soil, while a big suction pipe sends it yonder. All right, do the dredgy. Full speed. What else we got? We got more tugboats incoming. More and more
Hell
tugboats
yeah.
join the fray. A total of 8, arranged around the
8
ship
tugboats
like
total, yeah.
Notably,
Also, hi new chatters, how you doing? We're watching Internet Historian video today.
the Baraka 1 and the Izzat Adel. These are 2 of the most powerful tugboats in the Middle East, and that includes the non-deserty parts. Full ahead with those. They keep trying. A cacophony
Yeah,
of
it's not gonna
engines
work.
playing the highest stakes game of tug-of-war ever attempted. Tens of millions of dollars being lost every hour until it was won. And their opponent? Unbothered, moisturized, taking up the whole lane. Unbudgeable.
Be like
All right,
that.
we're calling it for now. Oh, Al-Said, we've thrown everything we can at the ship, and it won't concede an inch. It's hopeless, hopeless. The cynicism of youth. I've worked for many years on the Suez. There's magic in the water, Canterville. Magic. We will succeed. Your words are empty, Al-Said. Optimism has blinded you, Al-Said.
Oh, the
We cannot defeat
drama.
the canal. It is simply too powerful. If I were the guys at 𝘕𝘠𝘠, I'd just forget about the Ever Given and buy a new ship. Well, we can't afford a new ship. The owners of the Ever...
Evergreen is the operating company. 𝘕𝘠𝘠𝘠 owns the ship, but it was actually the issuers of the ship who insisted the owner take the following action. Okay.
𝘕𝘠𝘠𝘠 Limited are getting very worried. I need that ship back, and I can't just leave it to the Suez Canal Authority to do it.
There's only one team daring and foolhardy enough to take on a job like this.
The Avengers.
Tyson calls up an elite salvaging company from the Netherlands.
Smit Salvage.
The Dutch
We
are
need your
goaded.
help.
Once
I
again.
got your number from you know who.
Smit is the
Yellow
industry's
pages.
best. They have response centers all over the globe, 24/7, ready to respond to marine emergencies. And funnily
Cool.
enough, they're the same team that helps with the rescue of the
The same team that helped with the Concordia. Hell yeah.
Concordia back in 2012. Suit up, boys.
It's all coming together.
They put the ocean in Ocean's 11, the tide in Tide Pod, and sometimes they pee in the water. Why not? The fish do it.
Chad, do you pee in the water? Be honest. Do you pee in the fucking water? Tell me now.
We're en route to the canal.
As Mid Savage probably doesn't operate in a shadowy underwater facility where they bide their time waiting for the next big caper. They also promised that after this, one last chapter.
ETA in the next 24 hours.
Whoa!
Next time on Boat in Canal. The prophecy. It's coming true. Kiss me, you fool.
Hey, yo.
I'm beginning to think you don't want to get the boat free. Well, is it the Yanny wire or the Laurel wire?
Laurel.
I never understood that meme with the Yanny Laurel thing. Because how hard I tried to make it to hear it as Yanni, I only hear Laurel. Anyone else? I never once heard it as Yanni. And I don't get how people do that.
I couldn't hear you. You're breaking up. Ha ha ha. There's only one way this was ever gonna go.
Dude, the drama. To be continued right now.
It's now day 3. There's more digging, more tugging, but the ship is still exactly where they left it. And the slow pace of progress is starting to cause problems for international trade. Each delayed ship represents thousands of tons of undelivered stock for store shelves. And that queue is getting longer and longer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But it not only blocks the people coming from Asia wanting to go to Europe, it also blocks the ones coming from Europe wanting to go to Asia. God damn, bro.
Longer.
This is fucked.
On board and estimate.
This stranded at every given mega container ship. It is Suez Canal is holding up an estimated $9.6 billion of goods each day, according to shipping data. 10 billion each day.
$9.6 billion worth
Damn,
of
dude.
is sitting idle. The milk! It will spoil!
Then don't take it out of the fucking fridge. Also, if milk is pasteurized correctly, it doesn't need to be refrigerated to stay good for a long time. That's why in European stores you can get milk that isn't refrigerated.
And the big question is, how long until this thing is fixed? To answer this burning question, the Suez Canal Authority holds another press conference and declares, guys, another day, maybe 2, might even be this afternoon. But the media and industry...
Wait.
A day, maybe 2, might even be this afternoon. But the media and...
China bulk ship ever given could block Suez Canal for weeks.
Industry experts.
It might take weeks to free ships stuck in Suez Canal, salvage company says.
Disagree.
Suez Canal fears growth that efforts to free ship could take weeks.
The truth of the matter is that they're not making much ground. I mean, this is proving to be
more
difficult than
that sucks.
Expected. Could be closed for weeks.
Or it could take weeks.
Could be stuck for weeks.
Weeks. That's how long it could take to free the container ship currently blocking the Suez Canal.
So that means all of these ship operators here, waiting in the queue, have a very difficult choice to make. So basically, I've just got 2 options. One, I can wait around hoping the ship gets unstuck, which nobody knows how long that's going to be. Or option 2, we go all the way around Africa. And I really don't want to do that, and it's not just a geographic thing.
Not just a geographic thing. Okay.
Freighters don't want to go around Africa because it will cost them far more in terms of fuel.
Yeah. Plus 10 days. But also just going around Africa taking 10 more days, only 10 more days, is kind of wild.
It's 10 extra days to the...
But that's a lot of time when it comes to shipping and the cost. Also, pirates, right here around Somalia and around here. The Gulf of whatever the name is, I forgot it.
Route. And most importantly, pirates.
Pirates, assassins, and gay pirate assassins.
Now,
gay
there
pirate
are two main
assassins!
pirate hangouts. The Somali pirates, everyone knows about them.
But the more prolific group is actually in the Gulf of Guinea. Named
Gulf
so
of
because
Guinea,
it holds
okay.
the Guinness World Record for most pirates. In fact, in
Where the cargo ship would take the long way around Africa to avoid blocked Suez Canal crime-infested waters. According to the International Maritime Bureau, there were 135 maritime kidnappings recorded in 2020. 130 occurred in the Gulf of Guinea. And everyone is just talking about the Somali pirates. Like, come on now.
2020, 96% of all maritime kidnappings happened in the Gulf of Guinea. That doesn't sound very good to me, Mr. Kaisha.
Oh, and I just want you to know that you've made an enemy. Oh, and when I... Is your boat running? Because you better fucking move it. You can't park there. All right, hear me out. I'm thinking a bunch of helicopters, right? And we...
There are a lot of people now who are angry with the owners of the Evergiven. There's
Makes
only one
sense.
thing I can do. Bing, 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 bong. Breaking news. Pause for a second.
𝘕𝘂𝘰𝘠 is big sorry.
The owners of the Evergiven feel such enormous pressure that they go...
As this canal, every given ship owner purchases a launch plan. Refloat the
live on
okay.
television to make a public apology.
We are determined.
We apologize for blocking the traffic and causing the tremendous trouble and very too many people, including the involved
To keep
parties.
on working hard to resolve the situation as soon.
This actually happened in March 27th, but it would mess with the flow of the story. Okay.
as possible. Please do not be.
Everything for a good story, yeah? And we are aiming to refloat the ship around evening in Japanese Standard Time, March
Be
28th.
mad.
Okay.
In a few years, we'll all have a big laugh about it.
Yours sincerely, Mr.
The Kaisha means company's actual name is Yukido Hogaki, and he's the president of Shohei Kisen Kaisha. Okay.
Oh God, that's the boss of my boss's boss. I'm in so much trouble. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
All we
kind
can
of
do
was
is
gonna get
keep
fired.
trying to free the ship. So they keep going. And going. Into the night. And on that night, Canterville and 𝘔𝘕 had a heart-to-heart. The mood was very somber. Still feeling optimistic, 𝘔𝘕? Of course. Well, it's day 3. How much progress have you seen so far?
They're gonna blow us up, aren't they? It's possible. They're gonna freeze us, aren't they? That seems less likely. They might just attach a whole bunch of jet engines and we're gonna get fucked up.
That one got debunked. Sorry, I don't mean to take it out on you. It's just, all these guys, they rely on me. The navigator, the helmsman, Gene, and the other ones we never animated. But I'm thinking maybe I should just get on a lifeboat right now and never look back. I could go live on an island somewhere.
Yo! Raid! Hello, Raiders! Lady Yakuza Raid, hi! Thank you for the raid! Hello, Raiders! We watch Internet Historian, the Evergiven video. How you guys doing? How was stream? Hope it went well. But yeah, hi, welcome everyone. I'm Lady Noriko. I usually play RPGs and Nintendo games. But I need to content farm for offline content, so we do reaction right now. And yeah, we content farming today. What did you do on your stream? Was good and nice. Also, sorry, I haven't set up a shout out command yet. I started restreaming, multi-streaming to Twitch like 4 days ago. So I forgot to set up some things. I just even got ships that got stuck in the Nile. No, not the Nile, the Suez Canal. Yeah, let's keep going. Did a couple of things. Nice. Hope it was good.
Far, far away from here. Run away? Look at this. Timu neck.
Neck massage one delivered to Sally Sallison's, Sally's house, Sally City, Sally postcodes.
Massager for Sally. I bet she's checking her mailbox every morning.
Oh yeah, during the Suez Canal thing was when Timo was starting to take off, right? I think. Like during the height of the pandemic. Also, this was also around the time where I became a VTuber.
Bulk.
I just realized.
Fingerless gloves for Mr. Poe Box.
Mr. Poe Box won't have gloves, no!
You want to disappoint him? No. Little Jimmy won't be getting his 20-pack of kitchen tongs this Christmas.
And your new kitchen tongs, I just remembered. The ones I have are kind of garbage.
And you think that doesn't kill me inside? But we've
Do the
exhausted
drama.
every option. There's nothing on Earth that could free this ship. Well, that's where you're right. Look up there, Lil Canthy. 𝘕𝘬𝘕 points up into the night sky.
The moon.
Yes, the moon. The son of the night. To the ancient Egyptians, it was a sign of hope. And in a few more nights' time, a prophecy will be fulfilled. The supermoon.
Oh, right. I know about supermoons. There was one like a few weeks ago, I think. It's when the moon and the sun pull the strongest on the ocean, so there's extra high tide, I think. I could be wrong, though.
I have to show you a kind of boring diagram.
Okay, it's gonna explain it. Good.
You see, the moon doesn't just orbit the Earth in a perfectly equidistant circle. It is, in fact, an ellipse. That means there is a point when the moon is the furthest from the Earth, and we call that the apogee. And there's also a point where it's closest to the Earth. That's the perigee. You know when you look into the night sky and the moon seems bigger or smaller than usual? Different distances, innit? Point is, the moon gravities all over the water. And the closer it is, the more it's going to pull.
Uh-huh.
Now, there's another effect as well. If you believe the mainstream
Yeah, the sun is
media,
above
the
to.
Earth
Yeah,
is
okay,
going
I was
around
right.
the
I was
sun
right.
like this.
But read in that, I was like, no worries, take care of yourself. I usually rate and dip as well. But yeah, have a good rest. Enjoy your night, I guess.
And once in a while, it will also align with the sun being on the exact opposite side.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, when everything lines
both
up
pull.
like so, both the sun and the moon are at max strength pulling on the sea. And they call that the supermoon. And the tidal effects of both combine for an even greater pull. High tide can be even higher than usual, sometimes by up to 1.5 feet. Now, these sorts of moons only happen 3 or 4 times a year.
There was one recently, I read about that. That's why I know what a supermoon is.
But in 4
No, because I pre-watched. I swear I did not pre-watch.
days, Big K, we're going to get one.
Yeah. Side-eye.
Previously on Boat in Canal.
Recap.
Don't let go!
No, get the will.
My plan.
President of Panama. The wind machine at the Suez Canal. Panama is evil.
Plans have all fallen into place. I thought I knew what being a captain meant.
Damn, bro.
What do you mean cut the black and blue wire? There's only white and gold.
I never understood the dress thing either. Same with the Yanni Laurel thing. Wasn't it just a fucking filter that changed the color of that stupid dress? I never understood that meme.
We've got one chance left. The moon.
Wait, is this Halo?
We've got.
Is this Halo or something? Can someone tell me that I don't play Pew Pew games? The armor just looks similar.
One chance left. The moon. This is just like that Costa Concordia video he did, but way less funny.
No, this is plenty funny. I had more to say about the Concordia video because it was less a story and more just info. This is more of a story, a good one at that. Honestly, historian is really good at writing. I think it might be Hello Free. Okay. Honestly, he's a good storyteller, like really good. Act 2, Plan A and B, Day 3. Okay, let's go.
Over at the Evergiven, things are status quo.
No, Day
But
4,
online,
okay.
There's a bit of a new development.
What? Cargo ship crashes into Suez Canal. Captain involved in an incident.
Screenshot of a news article appears.
Okay.
Cargo ship crashes into Suez Canal. Captain involved in incident.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a twist. Uh-oh.
First female Arab lawyer. In the Arab news. Are they gonna pull a sexism because she's female and say she's a captain? Because haha, women can drive? No, I mean, obviously shot. Like, that's just how it is in Muslim countries. It just be like that. But bro, come on.
Is that a woman? A woman. Egypt's
Ew.
first
Gross. Woman. Ew.
female sea captain, Marwa El-Sahar, was being named in this headline as responsible for crashing the
Because she's a woman, yeah.
Evergiven. And the screenshot of
This woman named Siladar, the first Arab woman to work as a captain of a container tanker, and enter history by closing Suez Canal and paralyzing internal shipping by disrupting the course of hundreds of ships. And this is what caused the price of oil to rise by nearly 5%. Dude, tell them you're putting your belay in a cupboard will flake off bewilderment and savage water. The first Arab woman to work as a captain of a container tanker, Evergreen. In the picture below, and goes in history for causing the same thing. Material losses of more than $400 million. Commentary: this post is not intended to belittle or offend women. Doing a poor job at that part, buddy.
this news headline.
Siladar. The first Arab woman to the same thing. If this event indicates anything, then it's the strength of the meditation of the Arab countries. People with qualified people at home and people with failed positions. Bro. Starts with the same thing. Material loss, 400 million. Yeah. I want to keep everything. You are in the car, then in a tunnel of
Across
water.
social media.
The captain tells you, Robert L. Siladar, she was the one who drove the ship that drifted in the canal, and I say, Lord, this dish is nothing but one sick. What?
For Marwa.
Sexism in a Muslim country? No. Who would have thunk, right, guys? Crazy, never happens. Also, this is not a dig at the Muslim religion. every Muslim I met is super nice, but you know, government and society in Muslim countries is kind of fucked. I'm sorry.
To have screwed up this badly.
Like, I want to travel to the Middle East at some point because, oh my god, the history and culture is crazy and I want to see it, experience it. But you know, I kind of don't want to travel there with how it is right now. If you get it, you get it. So, yeah.
Is impressive. Especially considering she's never worked on the Ever Given and is currently hundreds of miles away in Alexandria.
But someone online went, first female captain? Grody? Suez blockage? She must have did it.
Marwa found out about the accusation.
Mama, is it
Through
true?
a friend and quickly hopped online. I gotta clear my name. Guys, it isn't me. But the online bad guys must have hacked her account. Because everything she wrote just came out in squiggles.
Ah, yes, Arabic squiggles. Organization. Yesterday, command the ship that blocked the Suez Canal is not true. The subject to a systematic smear campaign. A goodie working on a ship called Ida. Maybe a tweet or a hard to read due to Arab slang. Yeah, probably.
So Marwa tried to hack back this code.
But yeah, honestly, I want to learn Arabic because it's a beautiful language. I'm just too busy learning Japanese right now.
It's nothing I've ever seen before.
This hacking is the one true event that happened in the whole story. Okay, cool. This is live footage.
I'm gonna reroute the hosting. Not if I can help it. They ran through the firewall. Use IP4. It's better.
This would make a good NordVPN ad, honestly.
Now, while we
Or
can all agree
they're going to it.
that a lady captain is very gross and icky.
Yeah, women
But
gross,
while we
right,
all
Chad?
agree that she should be doing a lady job, like adding rosemary oil to the ballast water.
Yeah, that's more
Or
appropriate for a
knitting
woman.
hand warmers for the steering wheel.
Yeah, otherwise the helmsman's hands are gonna get cold, right? In these cold Arabian nights, right, guys? Also, yeah, check out my Nord. I'm sponsored by NordVPN. Check it out. They have a big deal right now because Black Friday or whatever.
It was not fair that she was being falsely accused. And the situation was escalating as the online bad guys started making
Fake accounts, yeah, yeah.
to be her. What was Marwa, etc. to do against such a coordinated campaign? Well, luckily, a surprise hero to the story. The mainstream media showed up and did a thing.
Mainstream media did a good for once? Also, what are all these headlines? Hold on. It's ever been more over.
The mainstream
They responded, content airstrike, bank buster gets even sloppier.
media showed up.
Is it into a studio return to forum for both Strand Likes and Strand Lions?
Don't worry.
Bringing her onto the telly and clearing everything up.
Bro.
Marwa even found some positive in the situation.
I was really upset at the beginning, but later on I found like the support from all people around me, and that made me feel like more grateful for what happened.
A lot of the social media posts got taken down. And in the end, it all turned out okay.
Yeah!
At least, for her.
Oh.
Back to the Ever Given. The Ever Given has been grounded for 4 long Egyptian days.
4 Egyptian days. 96 hours, if you didn't notice.
So tug,
If you
tug,
didn't
tug.
know it, now you're
Dig, dig, dig.
educated.
Pull, pull, pull. Fuel is getting low. Everyone is overdue for a break. All right, guys. Grab a Red Bull and a little snacky. We'll pick up again soon. But as the engines wind down, the crew can hear something approaching. Who the hell is that? It's 𝘕𝘬𝘸.
The Smith guys!
The
Woo!
𝘕𝘬𝘸 team boldly actions onto the scene, looking at the ship very inspectively.
Stuck,
They
yes.
report their findings to the rescue team. All right, I ain't no boat expert, but if you
Yes, you are. That's your fucking job.
Well, a chance of moving this ship, you're going to need to make it a lot lighter. By tens of thousands of tons at least. Is it going to bend and tear? And sink? No, it doesn't look like it's going to.
Okay, good.
But it also doesn't look like it's going anywhere with all of this weight on the back. Okay, we trust you. What's your plan to make the ship lighter? I know a guy. He's got a crane. I'll get it down here. We'll offload all the...
I remember in the sources list, does a bit better job explaining this back and forth. Okay.
It'll be brilliant. You're gonna love it.
But this one is more entertaining.
Yeah, how long is that gonna take? Well, to get them down here and to get all the equipment assembled, we're gonna need at least a few weeks. Weeks? Yeah, and to get all the containers off the ship, that might take several months.
Months? No, Mr. President, he didn't say months. He said, monks. Those Shaolin guys, they're very strong. Everything's going according to plan.
A furious rabbi marches in.
Do you have any idea how much these last few days have cost Egypt already? We've had to sell parts of the Sphinx. Look, the nose is gone.
Oh no!
It's looking all messed up. We turned the whole country into an e-commerce site. It used to just be called Gypt. Now it's online. Egypt. Remember Tutankhamun? Now it's Tutankhamun. Get it? It's a pun. Get it?
Let's move on, says the Smith guy standing in for the audience. Look, this is by...
I like the puns though. Keep the puns going. I like funniness.
Far the best option. Yeah, it's slow and laborious, but it's a guaranteed fix. Or you can carry on doing what you're doing now. You're on what, day 4? How's progress so far?
Al-Sayed wouldn't hear it. We will continue with the dredging and the tugging. The supermoon will be here soon, and that will save us. You are foolish, Al-Sayed. The legend of the supermoon is just a legend.
All right, we're on the same team here.
Ah, yes, a legend of a thing that happens 4 times a year.
Just tugging, we've got resources to help.
Wait, there was a text.
If you insist on keeping the cargo aboard and just tugging...
You seem to have insisted that offloading cargo would be the better plan. The SCA disagreed and wanted to prioritize tugging during the supermoon. Chris starts making moves to get machinery to the scene for Plan B. I guess it didn't work. But they were on board with the Plan A supermoon idea as well. Okay, cool. It's just for drama. The legend of the supermoon.
We've got resources to help.
Smith calls in 2 additional tugboats.
And not just big ones. Pretty much the biggest ones you can get.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Smith and the recovery team have figured out a
big
sort of
boats.
Plan A and Plan B. Plan A is to pull the Ever Given free by the supermoon, which is only 2 days away. Now, if that doesn't work, they'll have to go to Plan B, which is to offload by crane most of these containers, and that will take months.
Yeah. Dramatic. Everyone is mad at day 5. Okay.
Watching on impatiently, tapping their feet and looking at their watches very aggressively, is now a queue of 400 vessels waiting to
400!
Fresh fruit, thousands of tons, losing its freshness. Medicine, losing its potency.
After this, there is no turning back. You take the...
Also, there's livestock, right?
You take the red...
Not to mention, livestock.
Yeah.
More than a dozen ships have live animals on board.
Mostly sheep and cattle, lightly sizzling under an Egyptian sun.
Great.
The Egyptian government has had to dispatch vets to board these ships to tend to the animals' welfare. A few days ago, when I was a younger man, freight from Asia only cost $8,000 a container. Now it's $12,000. And the impact is being felt by a lot of larger companies. Renault, for example, ran out of some critical components and had to halt assembly at a couple of its plants.
That sucks.
Adidas, Nike, IKEA, all saw shortages.
Some of our clients are out of their top-selling SKUs already.
And as tankers queue, oil prices are rising.
Let my people go! Through the little waterway, please. And meanwhile, all across the day,
Moses.
The tugs are trying again and again. Move a little more sand. Wait for the next high tide. Try again. And it
Yeah,
was
that's the best I can do,
as
honestly.
Day one. Banking on the supermoon looks like a costlier and costlier gamble. All right, enough of this. Said about 100 ships opting instead to go the long route around Africa, accepting the longer traffic
That's fair.
time and piratey risk.
Supermoon cometh. Oh, hi, Crab. Also, hi, Crab. How you doing?
The supermoon. It's tonight. There's a renewed energy as people scuttle around the area, doing everything they can to prep the ship for the big event.
Let's
The
go.
excavator crew, over the course of the week, has expanded to a team of 11.
Abdullah has homies
working
now.
double, sometimes triple shifts with only 3.
Does it say Rabbi slept on a dredger mass shower? Or else said slept on the Ever Given with Canada's crew.
hours
Okay, cool.
a day for sleep. Together with the 2 dredgers, they have moved 30,000 cubic meters of sand.
Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking
and
sand.
soil. For comparison, this is 1 cubic meter, and this is 30,000 cubic meters. And here is what it looks like next to the Ever Given. That's a lot of sand.
Yes.
Subway sandwich for scale. And it's borne some results.
Sure.
Overnight,
If I was looking for inspiration, seriously, higher. You should check out my thumbnails. My thumbnail artist does great work.
they managed to free the rudder
If you want
from the left
inspiration.
bank. And that's a big deal, because this rudder
rudder is
was acting as a
free.
bit of an anchor in the sand.
Let's go.
Now free, the stern bobs around with the motion of the water. Great stuff. Meanwhile, the crew is doing everything it can to lighten the weight of the ship. That includes making a second plea for the ballast water to be ejected.
Oh, please, the Smith guy's already tinkled in there. We just can't do it. It would destroy the ecosystem of Egypt.
Please, please.
Very difficult time with the details of the story. We weren't sure at which point the ballast water was treated, or when it was tested at all, treated at all. But we imagine the situation was needs must. Time was so expensive during this period. It may have been better just to release the water as possible and clean up the environment later. That makes sense, yeah.
All right. Biodiversity. Let 1,000 algae bloom.
What if it's for an internet story video? That is funny, yeah.
Nice work. That'll make the ship 9,000 tons lighter, Ken-Thee.
That's good.
The water's so bright, I can barely see it coming out of the ship.
It's
Here,
blinding.
Take these. No. I don't deserve them. Sunglasses are for people who redeem themselves.
And for people who are wicked
That's
sick
not
cool.
me. Hold on to them, just in case.
Into the evening, the pace
I like their bromance a lot. I hope they kiss.
keeps up.
They
We
should
see
kiss at
Abdullah
the end.
excavating away. But really, he's thinking about the moon.
Oh, the
Rabbi,
moon.
he's busy taking video calls. But he finds himself distracted with thoughts of the moon. Even Mr. Kaisha.
Is there anything in this world that doesn't remind me of her?
Sailor Moon.
More breaking news from the Suez Canal.
Nana!
Evergiver is stuck in the Suez Canal still. It's been almost a week. A tugboat should be able to move Evergiver's big ass.
True,
This is
true.
Nana Star, Nana Star's news channel.
Thank you. Day 7. Supermoon heareth.
The full moon shone brightly that night.
Right best pass to me. Yeah, but you can kiss your homies, right? That's not gay. It's only gay if the balls touch.
Kissing the nape of the canal's neck with its gravity lips. Full tongue.
Full tongue?
The canal liked it.
And spoiling the romance of the moment is a big fleet of tugboats, watching on voyeuristically. They are 17 in total, with just a bit.
There's a tons of bullet power, by the way, which is a measure of a tug's power. But I'd be confused with weight. Okay.
Over 1,600 tons of bollard pull.
Right. So they gave you have feelings for each other. I mean, don't you have, like, feelings of affection towards a friend? Towards a homie? If not, why are you homies? But no, a rule of thumb is if the balls touch, it's gay.
And here's how.
Which means because I don't have balls, I'm not gay.
They're arranged around the.
This is at the same time. Yeah, one vertical, one horizontal, and another one on Twitch. Also, hi.
Ever given. Of the 4 most powerful tugs, 2 go at the front and 2 go at the back. They'll be pulling. Another 6 tugs are
just
put
twisted.
on the flanks. 2 over here, 4 over here. They'll be pushing. The remaining tugs are fueled and ready on the sidelines, waiting for their chance to
The
sub in.
cockboats, yeah.
Positioned like this, when the word is given, all these ships are going to try and turn the Ever Given.
The boobs touch, it's gay. Yeah, that's a rule for lesbians, I guess. Damn, I need someone with boobs. But it was far more likely that the back would come free first. For some reason, they split the tugging between both the bow and the stern to move the whole ship in one go. We presume they did this to prevent a sort of level effect. With you wedging one side deeper as you're freeing the other. Yeah, that makes sense.
Looks great, guys! Do you think that this is gonna...
I believe in the supermoon.
This had better work. The guy with the rule...
Chat, do you believe in the supermoon? Give me some praise for the supermoon. Some moon and prayer emojis.
Down by the shoreline yells out, "The tide has hit its peak!"
𝘕𝘕 commands over the radio.
Start main engines. Tension on. Full ahead.
The tugs
Let's
start
go.
moving. They carve through the water with ease.
The immense power from the tugs meet the resistance of the Ever Given.
It was at this point that the narrator said something really poetic. Stuff about the night. About how the ships were like dances on the water.
Poetic
For
narration.
juxtaposition, we cut away to that crab again.
Which everybody hated. It's like a metaphor if you think about it.
Yeah, total metaphor.
The
I
tugs are
totally
sliding
get
to the
it.
left.
What?
They're sliding to the right. It's not working! Diesel fumes fill the air as the tugs keep increasing their power. The water violently foams behind the tugs. Everyone is staring at the back of that ship.
Everyone looking at the
Come
ass.
on. Move.
This goes on for minutes. More minutes. Even
more minutes.
An hour. 2. 4 hours. By
Damn.
4:30 a.m., the moon's power is starting to wane, and there is very little progress. Don't give
Shit.
up. Tide only goes down so that we can rise once again.
Bitch, shut
Your
up.
moon gambit has cost Egypt dearly, 𝘕𝘕. Gods, prepare the sarcophagus with the beetles, like in the... What the hell is that?
Under the water, all of this tugging has loosened the sand, the soil, the rock.
The ass is gonna move. It's
Could it
moving.
be the sound of metal tensing and flexing? The ship is beginning to move.
Let's
It is coming free from the
go!
bank.
The supermoon gives one last howl.
Ow!
It worked. They pulled the ship from the bank. At the back, at least. Now, the bow is still wedged in there pretty good, but this is progress.
I mean, could they
We're
technically
halfway
pull it
through,
out
keep
of the
going.
sand now?
So they did, all morning.
Yeah, eat that crab. Everyone hates that crab, right, guys? Fuck this crab. Let's go, seagull.
7:30 a.m. The sun is rising. The tugs have been pulling all night. But the most difficult task, freeing the bow of the ship, remains beyond them. Well, I guess even
But
the
if they
moon
pull it
has
back,
its limits.
can they pull it free?
𝘕𝘠𝘸. It wasn't enough. That bow is still stuck.
No, Mr. President. They're not saying that the bow is still stuck. They're saying, take a bow. And then something else that rhymes with stuck.
I gotta go. They were loading up the missiles for Plan B, as the guys
What?
on social media suggested.
No, they're gonna
I
nuke
lied about
them.
the crane thing. This was always the plan, says the Smith guys.
Damn
know
you,
what,
Smith
Kensville?
guy.
I agree. They should just blow us up.
What?
My career is over now, too.
Damn.
You're the guy who blocked the
Big
canal,
sad.
and I'm the guy who couldn't get it cleared. We've brought instability to the Middle East.
Because the Middle East was so stable before everything, and they ruined it. No!
But enough, Canthaville. I raised your hopes with moon-based promises. But look at the tide. It's low. Low tide. And yet, I am lower still.
Damn.
Canthaville looks pensively out the window. And it was at that moment that he had his character up.
Let's
he
go.
realized that he was the captain. And the captain is always in charge. Shut up, 𝘕𝘕. We shall continue, regardless of the tide. Is that not the Egyptian way? Don't you remember the story, 𝘕𝘕? That every young Egyptian kid is told about
How would you know you're Indian?
the human pyramid? No. Where there's one guy at the bottom who gives up and we all fall down? Heck,
Yeah, but Elsa
it
is
ain't
someone
a
at the
triangle
top, right?
if you don't try. We need to be strong. Together.
Apes together strong.
Like a pyramid. It's what Giza.
Giza isn't the name of a guy. It means something like plateau. It's a geographical feature. So pyramids of Giza just means the pyramids of the plateau. That is so funny, actually.
Would have.
I told you we're going to learn Arabic. Yay!
You're right, damn it. Thank you, Canthaville. That's the most inspirational speech I've ever heard in my life. I'll never lose my faith again.
It is what a way. That speech was deep. True.
And even though you're
But also
kind
full of
the
bullshit.
worst captain I've ever seen, you're still the best friend.
Now, Kev. Yo, fuck that crab killing a fish for nothing.
So they pressed on all morning,
Enthusiastically and vigorously tugging away, beating off the fatigue, but to no progress.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, yes,
take a
beating
break.
off.
Copy. We'll have lunch and pick up again in a couple of hours.
Then suddenly, one
Ooh,
of the
lunch.
Smith guys comes busting into the room. I've
Hey,
got an
Smith
idea.
guy. Guys, I gotta go. My father is in the hospital. Oh shit, it might be something serious. I'm sorry for leaving. Never be sorry for leaving. Go check on your dad. Holy shit. I hope he's fine. Go to your family instantly. I hope everything goes well. Holy shit, and I hope it's nothing serious. Take care, dude.
Everybody turns and looks at the Smith guy.
All right, well, sorry about the boring diagram, but
Take a look at this.
remember how we emptied the ballast tanks before?
Oh, they're gonna fill the ones in the back because the back is floating now. To change the weight of the ship.
Yeah, of course. Well, now that the ship is half floating, what if we refilled the ones at the
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
On this part of the diagram, where
That is not pre-watching, that's called logic. You should try it, everyone.
the ship is almost floating. That way, it will sink lower here and allow the bow to sit up even.
Let's see later what's up. If I can update on him, take care. No, you take care, dude. But yeah, update us whenever you know or whatever. But first of all, take care of your dad and your family, okay? Don't worry about any of us right now.
Higher on the bank.
Recognize the ships. No, this is basic logic. If the bank is floating, you can fill it with ballast water and change the weight. That's not knowing ships, that's having logic. Having common sense, knowing basic maths and physics.
𝘕𝘴𝘦 gives 𝘕𝘕𝘠 a knowing nod. I got this. I know a guy who owes me a favor.
Oh?
Please. A few hours later, the ballast tanks. The bow lifted, ever so slightly.
It's working. It's working.
It's working, guys.
It's now 2 p.m. and that means
high tide.
High tide.
Let's
Guys,
go.
I've got another technical issue. All right, what is it? It's easier if I show you with a drone.
What is the drunk and spit a truck? I've seen that clip.
Hold on, let me try again. All right, you can see the ship is lodged
Subway sandwich for scale.
at the front. The guys are pulling, but it ain't budging. However, a lot of...
Oh! He said force, and I know exactly what he's gonna say. Because it's wedged in, it's kind of stuck. If they just pull it free, all that mass needs to stop. But because it's in the water, there's nothing to stop it with, so it's just gonna push the tugboats to the other shore and run aground there as well. And be fully stuck. Is what he's gonna say. Because that's how physics work.
Force is building up here. And what if it were to break free? The sudden release could propel the ship straight across the water with a hell of a lot of momentum.
Because that's how
the
fluid dynamics work.
Canal and land on the opposite bank, only to run aground again. Worse still, it could pin these small tugs in its wake.
Yeah, they will kill the people and talk about no sandwich.
Dangerous. To solve this problem, they did a bit of
Safety brief. Step 1, be safe. Step 2, don't be unsafe. Chat, pay attention. Very important. That's how we stay safe, okay?
the safety briefing, and they got some rope.
The
4
lotion
ropes,
rope.
actually, tying the bow of the ship to somewhere
Okay,
on the
okay.
land. The lines look great, guys. With the contingency in place, the tugs start up again.
They tugging
About
it.
an hour later, at 3:05 p.m., movement.
The bow began to shift.
Okay, that's definitely moving.
Okay, how will it do if they overswing?
The ship made a big noise as it accelerated from the bank. And at first, excitement and relief.
The bow was coming free.
It's free, but now they have to
Remember that
stop
concern
it.
about the overswing? Well, it's happening. Okay, the only source we found for this part of the story was Bloomberg, but they said that it happened and we wanted to build it. So this recreation is how we imagine it went. The 4 support ropes take strain. Then,
As the ship drew away from the bank, one of the ropes binding the bow to the shore snapped, making a sound like a rifle shot. Oh shit!
snap. One of them breaks. Do you think it's going to hold? I think it's going to hold. Move those tugs out of the way.
Snap. Another rope.
Then another.
Captain 𝘕𝘕𝘠.
It's going to hold. Get your tug out of the way, but it's going to hold.
Snap. A
Then
third
another.
rope breaks.
Get out of the way. Get out.
This was made up for dramatic effect. There really were 4 ropes and 3 of them broke. Oh my god.
Out of the way. A single strand
Is the only thing holding this ship from swinging all the way to the other bank and being
Oh
stuck.
shit.
Forever. Without even
Forever.
realizing, 𝘕𝘴𝘦 grabs 𝘕𝘕𝘠's hand and squeezes it tight. It's gonna hold. You're a madman, 𝘕𝘴𝘦. Mad passionate about this canal, and I ain't afraid of nothing.
He turned wicked
said
sick
very
cool.
cold-backerdly.
The engines shut off. All that could be heard is the squeak of tightening rope and the scream of torsioning metal.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre
said
bleu.
Abdullah, but it is slowing down. It comes to a halt. The final rope held.
But the final one held it just long enough to stop the Ever-Given from swinging across the canal. To be fair, even if the final rope snapped, it's not a given that the ship would have had the momentum to swing all the way to the other bank. By this point, okay, good.
They really
Damn.
did it.
And the Ever-Given rested easy
Let's
in
go.
the middle of the canal.
Al-Sayed turns to Canthavel. Power up the engines.
Let's get your ship moving again.
I'm on it.
But
says
this
Canthavel.
time with tugboats.
All of the tugboats start honking.
French? No, I'm not French. I'm offended. I'm Swiss. I just know French. Like a little bit. Yes, they
their
did
horns
it.
and celebrate. Cheers can be heard from the main bridge, the Mashour. In fact, they filmed this celebratory video.
Yay! They deserve to party after all this work.
We did it. We did it. It's free.
No, it's fine.
told
I'm joking about being offended being called French. It doesn't have nuclear weapons. Relies mainly on Pharaoh's curses and very sharp reeds for self-defense.
The president takes his finger off the nuke button.
Okay, fair.
Back it up, boys.
Bro, let's go. No French. I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, my town is bilingual. I live right on the border between the German-speaking Swiss and the French-speaking Swiss. Like, my next-door neighbors speak French and have French names. And, like, the town's bakery has French staff. It just be like that. That's what happens when a country speaks 4 languages.
I can't believe it. All that digging really must have made a difference.
Oh. Good. Everybody hated that crab.
Yeah, fuck that crab.
We did it, Gene. We did it.
That's Gene.
Where are you? Captain, who are you talking to? Gene. Captain.
Was
There's
Gene
no
not real?
Gene on board. Wait a minute.
Gene Viver. Ever-Given.
No, it's impossible. Gene, wait. Thank you. I'll always remember you.
No, Gene!
And so the canal was clear once again.
Sad.
Chop, chop. You still got work to do. By 8 p.m.,
Give
the
Abdullah a
workday
break,
had not
goddammit.
finished for the Suez Canal Authority. There's still a backlog of 400 ships waiting to go through the canal.
It is a French-speaking population in Switzerland. Yeah, it's not because of Napoleon. It's because French regions wanted to join Switzerland. We also have an Italian region, and some parts of Switzerland speak Red-Romanche.
So Rabbi stands in front of microphones and says,
This is gonna be
"The
reserving,
canal will
maybe.
be operating around the clock until the queue is cleared." And within a few days, it returned to normal.
Ah, nice.
It was a big accomplishment. Many industry experts thought it would take several months to free the Ever-Given, but the crisis was resolved within a mere week. Prepare the sarcophagus
Doubters.
for the doubters. Even Egypt's president came out and said, "Good job, everybody. You know what? Pizza lunch."
Hell yeah,
And the Suez
pizza!
Canal Authority held a ceremony in honor of the workers who helped to free the ship. And they also made this monument.
They made a monument for this shit. And the Ever-Given grounding monument. Bro. Why? It's cool, but why?
Which you can see on Google Maps.
Act free. Free! Conditions apply. Bruh.
But the story doesn't end here. A quick note on the helmsman's penis. Now you, me, and everyone in the press saw that VDR data.
Yes, he also the dick pic.
Penis maneuver.
Wait, it's German news. Penis maneuver. We're taking mod applications. You want to carry your... Yeah. For those who don't know, on Twitch, I have mod applications open because I don't have Twitch mods at the moment. Because I just started multi-streaming to Twitch this week. So yeah. Was a noteworthy event, true, I guess. I don't know why the experts thought it would take months. It honestly didn't look that stuck to me. It was very stuck. The front of the ship was raised by 6 meters and wedged itself on the fucking shore and basically beached itself because it was raised by 6 meters. That's why people thought it'd take so long. Was it here? No, I was on Twitch, then I stopped being on Twitch when the whole 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 Twitch meta happened, and I just didn't like how Twitch managed everything. Then I was on YouTube for 3 years, and now I'm multi-streaming with Twitch. Because all my homies are still on Twitch, and I want to rate them. But my main platform is still YouTube.
But despite how realistic and to scale it was not deliberate. Yes, sheer coincidence. If you watch the VDR data, he really is.
I called it at the beginning. It was just to dodge the fucking ships that were blown around by the wind. Then with the old mods. Did you unlive it? No, I wasn't on Twitch for 3 years. Most of the people who watched me on Twitch back then aren't around anymore. Because not everyone came over to YouTube.
Is just dodging the ships, and that's the shape that the path took. So we didn't get in any trouble.
Yay, no trouble! Yeah, yay!
Alright, I suppose one more smaller detail. Now that the Evergiven is free, what's going to happen to it? And what's going to happen to the crew? Well, the Evergiven was tugged over to Great Bitter Lake, where they determined that the ship was seaworthy and not in any urgent need of repair.
Let's go!
But it's also going to be impounded.
Fuck off!
Hey, there's, like, police boats outside. Why? What did you do?
This ship and its crew is now subject
Why?
to
What
the
did you
indefinite
do?
detention by the authority of the Egyptian government.
Until you pay us, the Evergiven may not leave,
says the Suez
Great.
Canal Authority. Yes, we will be holding on to the Evergiven. It's our view that there was no wrongdoing on the part of the Suez Canal Authority, or its 2 pilots.
Fuck off, dude. The red pilot was so in the wrong. Like, he went over the speed limit, he gave commands when he wasn't allowed to. Like, come on now.
And it was all the crew of the Evergiven.
And then the 2 pilots bigger than Arabic. When C speak is English, like, come the fuck on. You should use standard measurements for people who aren't in metric countries. Metric is the standard. To make it easier for us to understand as I am from the US. Learn the metric system, honestly. Metric is the standard. USA is the only country that uses the imperial system. Like, come on. You have a Twitter, use a Twitter command and you can see it.
So their ship will be held until the parent company agrees to rightfully pay us.
UK as well. No, UK uses metric for most things. They're just a bit weird. Because they have to be special or something. But the actual metric system for everything, that's America. UK only has it in specific contexts.
For all of the costs incurred. Ruh-roh.
Now here's where things get very complicated, and there is a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo. But the crux is this. The Suez Canal Authority says, "Dear Evergiven owners, you owe us $900 million.
Oh yeah, Moz, there's a Twitter comment, by the way. I don't really use Twitter, it's just to post content stuff, but I'm more active on Blue Sky. Or just posting bullshit.
And 𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕𝘠𝘠 says, no way. How many yen is that? No way.
So by April 13th, some of the crew was allowed to leave, but a lot of them have to stay. And there's a certain nervousness in the air.
Large legal battles can go on for a while, and there was already a bad example of this just a few dozen kilometers away.
Uh-oh.
The MV.
The ship from the beginning. It was foreshadowing.
The 𝘕𝘠𝘴𝘦 is a much smaller
So did Blue Sky come ever? Yeah, fair.
vessel, and it has been abandoned for years, detained by the Egyptian government in 2017 for expired safety equipment.
Okay, why can't you just replace the safety equipment?
Now, they were told to replace the equipment and pay a fine. However, there was no one to replace the safety equipment or to pay the fine because the shipping company went broke.
Bro.
So they just abandoned the vessel. There was no way for the legal situation to advance. And that meant that there was no way for the ship to be released. Most of the crew had to stay on the ship, and they would keep them there for more than a little while. 13.
The equipment can expire. I mean, it can be damaged over a longer period of time or just not be upkept and get damaged through data. But the crew was held on this ship for 13 months? That is insane. Just put them in prison, goddamn. Instead of letting them rot on the ship. I was saying paper can expire. I'm not surprised. Yeah, everything can expire.
Months before a judge finally decided, all right, look, just leave the keys with one guy. We'll call him the custodian, and everybody else can go home.
Okay, the one guy has to be the captain, right?
Was a Syrian man named Muhammad Aisha.
Subdued. But there was
that custodian
sneaky
was
text.
A Syrian man named Muhammad.
He was a chief officer at the time. Okay.
Look, he's holding the keys. He's holding the keys.
Good. Aisha, 33, declared to be the legal guardian of the abandoned general cargo ship Aman. He was not allowed to leave the vessel until it was sold or a replacement guardian found.
You have to stay on the ship now.
Because the agreement can't take on where the elements on sea or time. Yeah.
Everybody else got to leave, but he had to stay.
So the captain just got to fuck off. Wow.
On top of the 13 months he'd already been there, he spent the next 3 years aboard the ship.
What? On top of the 13 months? He was 4 years there? What? That is insane. That is worse than imprisonment. What the fuck?
Quickly, the ship ran out of fuel, which meant it ran out of
no power,
which meant it ran out of running water. No refrigeration either. Food ran out. Every few days, Mr. Aisha would be allowed to swim onto the shore to
was allowed to swim onto shore. How is this real? I did mod applications after stream, don't worry.
Get food, water, charge his phone, but he was only permitted for about 2 hours until they would tell him to scoot.
He was only allowed off the ship for like 2 to 3 hours, for 2 hours, twice a week, basically. What the hell? Just put him in prison! That would be mercy! So they didn't give him a boat to go to or from the ship. Yeah. Also, since this is you know, a lake with a lot of shipping ships, cargo ships. The water is also polluted as shit. So he probably got sick a lot of times just because he had to swim in this dirty ass water. Living in Serbian recommended. No, Knight is a sub tier. Moderators are retainers. He wasn't freed until April 22nd, 2021. He said he was still stuck on the 𝘕𝘕𝘠𝘕 when the Ever-Given was impounded. Bro, the overlap. But bro, what?
Would this be the same fate for the Ever-Given crew?
They did not know.
But we do, so let me tell you.
A few more weeks passed, and the negotiations continued.
I don't know if I could hold out that long. No, I will kill myself. Like legit, I will just kill myself. They claimed $300 million in reputational damage, $350 million for salvage costs, and about $80 million in lost revenue. And some sundry or whatever. A man also died during the recovery effort, or just post-recovery. It was a workplace incident, but was factored in. These are scars, so we don't know. So we didn't want to bring it up in the video. Okay. Bro.
You guys had those two bickering pilots. Yeah, but the captain's always in charge.
Sorry, who didn't arrange for tugboats while we were going through the canal? Oh,
I agree with Kaisha.
I'm gonna put 20,000 containers on one of the largest ships in the world and go double.
Everything to shore and only getting 2 hours to land is cruel. Yeah. I'd go insane over time, wondering how much longer I would be stuck.
The speed limit, then complain about tugboats.
But eventually, they all got together in a big room, and they went, "I'm sorry about all those things I said and those emails I sent. I didn't mean it. I was tough on you as well." They embraced. They made amends. They made love.
Disclaimer, they didn't make love. Damn. Remember, it's only gave the balls touch.
And they agreed, all right, you can keep using the canal, but sometimes we get to go fishing on the...
The fixed incident were not disclosed to the public, so we use our imagination.
That's fair. That's tough, but that's fair. They shook on it. It was an Egyptian handshake. They do the thing with the elbow.
Ah, yes, the elbow thing. This happened for real.
This story sucks.
By September,
the bridge should ultimately leave the canal, but they fucked up providing the service being paid for. Yeah, they didn't request tugboats, and the pilots were bickering in not English, and English is the universal language on boats. Also, the red pilot gave commands when he wasn't allowed to and went over the speed limit, which caused the oversteer that actually beached them. The only fault from the Ever-Given was that Centabile, the captain, didn't speak up when things were going wrong. He was a little baby bitch boy. That's the only fault. That he wasn't assertive enough.
The crew was allowed to return home. They only got 𝘕𝘕𝘠𝘕 a little bit. And that guy on the 𝘕𝘕𝘠𝘕, he got to go home too.
Yay!
Why not? Get out of here, you scamp.
The Ever-Given made its delivery
Port
to
of Rotterdam, let's go.
They did it! All the
Woo!
cargo is here.
All the Dutch are happy!
Although, it wouldn't hurt to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Centabile continued his...
Should have swung his captain dick around though. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Some sources say Centabile went into a training role. Others that he continued captaining. It's hard to say. Okay. Good ending, yes, good ending.
His career in shipping.
It wasn't the end. Maybe just one more for the road? It's a great time to be a
Gotta
cargo
post a
ship
dick pic in Rotterdam.
I can tell you that much. 𝘕𝘕𝘠𝘕 returned the 𝘕𝘕𝘸𝑥icon back to the Sphinx.
The 𝘕𝘕𝘸𝑥icon!
Thank you, old friend.
Sure.
And the Ever-Given had some minor...
Also, that's not too bad. It was released on July 7th, 2021. Because it needed those repairs, it wasn't ready for regular transit until November. Rico would have watched the ship leave without them. But I remember they would be back on board. Let's go.
Done to the bow, over in...
I didn't see an evergreen container. I saw it poke and point it out to my GF. Faced. But honestly, the damage is not too bad considering what happened.
Qingdao port in China. And then she was ready to set sail.
Yay! There she goes.
The Ever-Given was released back into the wild.
It sailed into the sunset.
Bye,
Ever since then,
Ever-Given.
global trade has improved.
Prices have gone down.
If only, right, Shada? If only.
The economy flourished once again.
If only.
Food returned to the supermarkets.
Sure.
Mothers clutched their babes. A litter of puppies.
Puppies!
And peace was finally restored to the Middle East.
Wow. The Middle East is finally stable. Nothing bad is gonna happen after 2021, right, guys? Right, guys? The Middle East is stable now. Right, guys? Right?
Forever.
The baseball got fucked up that badly considering it plowed into its hand. Yeah, but it was lifted by 6 meters, so it crushed under its own weight. Basically, that's what the damage is.